Kendrick Lamar will be performing in Toronto in 2 days? Technically, yeah.
On the
13th,
12th, right?
12th and the 13th.
Yeah.
Yeah, 12th and 13th.
Can I say something?
Yeah,
Sure.
I'd love to hear what you have to say, Mucho.
Yeah.
Any black Torontonian that goes to this show is a...
Oh my God. I thought you were going to say the other C word, but okay. That
You are a... all you're doing is wellness. You know, you'll be sober. So...
We here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here.
We live.
Oh, are
Yes,
we
we
live?
are.
Hell yeah.
Just the three of us.
Yeah. Clyde's looking swaggy.
Yeah, what are you wearing?
No, but it's also I'm wearing co-stars. Shout out to the family.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Let me get some air horns for that. Oh
Big
man.
up.
And like the air horns are silent. That's crazy. But you know, there is a bigger plot to this. I went to the optometrist today. You know?
Okay.
And you know when they're doing an eye exam on you and they put the eye drops in your eyes and then it kind of messes up your eyes for a little bit the rest of the day?
I don't ever had that happen.
You're
to
not
me.
blind like me. So
No, I'm
like
not.
that's something that they do. They put eye drops in you so that when they're checking your eyes, they can separate. They're checking the right things and everything. But then it makes you kind of like disoriented for the rest of the day.
So you're disoriented?
Like bright light and everything. And my vision's a little blurry too.
That's why you're wearing those.
Yeah. So I needed help setting up and everything too.
I don't know how to explain them. What are they like?
What?
The glasses. I don't know what it's
they're
giving.
not gonna make it through the whole episode. I'll tell you that right now. I try and go out wearing sunglasses too. Like, yeah, I'm gonna wear these as part of my fit, and then I just I gotta take them off to be able to hear people properly. You know,
That's classic.
you know when you lower the volume to be able to know the directions properly. It's kind of like that, like sensory deprivation. It's already a lot. No, I know. I was actually looking at you and I was like,
Yeah, Zoe just kept staring at you till you took those sunglasses off.
I didn't mean to. I was just trying to get you.
Look at me giving a compliment. First thing Zoe says, what the hell you got on?
No, actually, I do need them. I do need them. I don't want to wear them either, but that is too much. That light is way
Keep
too much
them
over
on.
there.
You're good.
We needed wine or something, guys.
Why?
It's been a long week.
Oh, yeah? What's been going on with your week?
You know.
No, I don't know.
Why am I point guarding off top?
I don't know. You opened it. You said it. You need wine. It's been a hard week. What's been hard about your week?
Yeah, it's Tuesday, fam.
Dead ass.
You ain't ever had a hard Monday? Like, you know?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but like,
Trust me.
let it go. It's a new day.
It is a new day. New day, new jobs, new occupations.
Oh, you got a new
stuff
job?
like that. Yeah, we're working on it. You know, a lot of moving around, a lot of shifting and stuff. But I'm
So
also
what, you left your...
No. I'm also in the realm of like, don't speak on it till it's like in paper and writing.
Oh, you already
finalized.
cursed it.
But I've already, no, not really.
You did.
I mentioned
You
it.
did.
In
Once
passing.
you mention something like that, it's cursed.
You think so?
100%.
I feel like you've put things out in the air and it just happens still.
I
I've
don't know.
seen you do it.
Me?
Yeah. You're like, yo, I think I'm going to get this. And you get it.
What have I done that's that?
You're a manifester
I
though.
swear.
Like you
Am I?
do that.
I swear.
I feel like I don't try to talk about stuff.
I mean, even in your job right now, the new position that you have, like it felt like it was coming, no? And
Yeah, because I kind of knew it was
that.
coming, though.
Same thing.
Do you know it's coming for sure?
Yeah.
All right, well, then I guess
I wanted to be 110% first before
That is
we
true.
start.
All right,
you
fair,
know?
fair.
We got 5 years coming up too. You know,
Yeah, I mean, in a little bit.
in a
We got
little
some
bit. It's
time.
not a little bit, but
We got some time.
okay, we got some time.
We got some
then.
time.
That shit
Anyways,
crazy,
guys,
man.
welcome to episode, 22
22. We're on our A Wiggins today.
of the Relentless Diaries podcast. I'm your main host, Zoe.
I'm Clyde.
Mucho.
This is our Andrew Wiggins episode.
Yeah, we're on our A Wiggins today.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, me too.
I like that.
I love that too.
You know, his sister watches our show.
Oh, hell yeah.
Shout out to the Wiggins family.
Yeah, she watches our show. So she posted it like the other day. Like, I don't know. I think she was in Miami because Wiggins in Miami now.
Yeah, that's right.
And it was like, she just posted, like, I was going through my story, so I follow her. And then I was like, wait, is that us? And it was just like us on this massive screen. And I
Word.
was like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, tag me in this. Yeah.
Those are some of my favorite viewers, like the smart TV viewership.
Yeah.
You know, they put it on their screen
When
and
people put us
everything.
on the TV, I'm like, damn.
Because
Y'all locked in.
sometimes I watch a podcast like that.
I never watch anything on my TV on YouTube.
If it's a weekend or something, you know, you're cleaning.
You don't watch
throwing up.
anything on your TV on YouTube?
No.
What?
But like
YouTube's a
YouTube,
new TV.
I'm not a strong YouTuber.
it's a mandem kind of platform, though. You know,
Women don't do it as much?
I'm not a YouTuber on the TV type girl.
Women don't
No.
just throw something up from their YouTube app on their TV. No.
Yeah, I don't really
Yeah.
do that. Like, I know Tresor does that a lot. Because like I said, he had us watching damn John Morant freaking, he's going to kill me for saying this, John Morant vlogs for 20 hours.
Wait, when? Was I there?
No. This was Rolling Loud weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And he would just like literally just like put next on John Morant vlogs
Next in
from
queue.
YouTube.
Oh
and
my
I'm like,
God.
what are we doing right
Have
now?
you seen that meme of, you guys know who Lucky is? Lucky X, the rapper?
Yeah.
And he's like jumping up and down watching Young Thug on the TV.
Oh, that's how Young Thug became, or no, sorry, I was thinking NBA Youngboy. That's just like, because man's just put his music videos up on the screen and they just autoplay.
Music videos okay. The vlog though? Yo, 12 is so hard.
That's crazy to think about. People were watching our Jamaica vlog, like big TV, on the screen.
Yeah, but
That's kind of wild.
that was more of a movie than whatever John Morant was doing. Facts.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm not YouTube on the screen girl.
You guys know that like just like maybe like a month or two ago, like YouTube surpassed every other streaming service as like the main form of content that people watch on TV.
Really?
Yeah.
On TV?
Yeah.
Really?
Even
is the
music,
main one.
like people that pay for YouTube Premium, they use YouTube as their like music app because you can listen to things offline and like you
Really?
can download things. Yeah, YouTube's the second biggest search engine behind Google.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I think that makes sense. Yeah. But I mean, I know they're trying to make like TikTok TV a thing. That's been in the works.
TikTok TV?
Yeah, you ever heard about that?
I've not heard that
That's
phrase
gonna melt
yet.
your brain, man.
You ever heard about that?
Don't fucking watch no
Really?
TikTok. Don't watch no
TV.
TikTok TV.
That has been
bro.
like in the works for like I think
Imagine your
quite
little
a long
cousin. You just catch him. Like, let's say like your little cousin. I know yours is 16, but like let's say your little cousin's like 9, 10. You catch him in the living room just like eyes glued to TikTok TV. Like that don't sound safe.
Well, I mean, I don't want my kids or anyone young glued to TV, period. Like when kids have iPads and stuff, that shit drives me nuts. I know I'm not a parent yet, so I try not to like, judge or, whatever. But like when parents give their kids like just like iPads and kids are glued to iPads, I'm like, what are we doing?
Well, that's a good hypothetical though. Like, what age are you gonna give your kid an iPad? You got to give him one eventually. Give him or her one
Not for very long as I can prolong it.
till they get to school.
What, like grade 1?
Yeah,
No, older than that.
older than that.
Yeah.
So older than what? How old are you in grade 1? Like 5, 6?
Six. Yeah.
6? So you're waiting till their 7th, 8th birthday to break
7, 8
screens
is
to
still
them.
even young to me. To have an iPad?
What they gonna be playing with?
I don't know. Arts and crafts, cut up some shit, alphabet, stickers,
You're
coloring
strict.
books.
Yeah,
And then you know what? No, I feel that, but I just feel like I was playing
Books.
I was playing PlayStation probably before that though.
Okay, I would rather my kid. Yes, because you can't. I would rather my kid have a PlayStation that stays at home than an iPad.
Okay.
Because my thing, I hate seeing kids in
actually like that, 'cause it's
kids in the
interactive.
grocery store and they're like on their iPad, like
Yeah,
sitting in the
yeah,
grocery
yeah.
cart. It's like, or kids when they're at like dinners or at restaurants and they have iPads, they're glued to their iPad. Like I hate that.
You'll have kids one day too.
No, I agree. That's one. I think that's something that I'm really gonna try not to
Yeah.
have my kids do. It drives me nuts sometimes. Like I said, I'm not a parent, so I don't want to judge. But the whole like take the iPad, take the phone, like no.
Yeah, a lot of times it's lazy parents too, especially if they're like super young and they got that on them.
Yeah,
I
You
think
just like,
there's-
yo, I don't want to watch them. Let me just like plug this in, and then their brain just goes on autopilot, and I don't have to interact with this baby for much
I
longer.
also think there's like a lot of like red wine is good for you type shit going on with that. They're kind of like, well, if I put a screen in front of my kid from young, they're gonna know how to do certain technical things when they're, I'm planting the seeds for him to be a coder or something, like they find a way to like justify and reverse it, and it's like, nah, man, like your kid needs to touch grass.
because even like the whole Miss Rachel thing, like she's one like she's like one of the highest paid YouTubers, and she's like a kids show right on YouTube.
Who's Miss Rachel?
I'm
that
not
her name?
familiar, but it sounds
Yeah, you guys don't know Miss Rachel?
No.
Juicy did a skit with her.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I
no,
know
he
the
didn't do a
Drewski
skit with her. Didn't he do a skit parodying
No, he
her?
did a skit
That was
with
literally
Miss.
her?
I'm pretty sure that was literally her. I think. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive it was her.
The one that went along with him doing cocaine.
Yeah, but she didn't actually do it.
I swear it was a parody. I
think
didn't
it's
know
a
it was
parody of
actually
her.
her.
Was it actually her? Miss Rachel. She's 4. Was it actually her, guys?
No, but now I know what you're talking about though.
Because I was saying, Drewski kind of messed up her brand.
I feel like
Are you sure it's not her?
people I feel like are a little too serious about this, where they're kind of like, oh, like your kid responds to the noises of Coco Melon and like, the intro music to their favorites like shows or whatever, and they're watching it on iPad or whatever. But I feel like, big comfy couch or whatever it was that you were watching, Power Rangers or whatever you were watching when you were a little kid, like kind of had that same effect. You'd hear the noise come in, like, that instant,
Yeah. But at the same time, people used to say that was melting our brains too. Like, don't let your kids watch too much TV. That used to be a thing.
Yeah.
Maybe in the 1800s, it was like, don't let your kids read too many books.
Oh my God.
It could have been. Like, there's just always a new evil.
Yeah, don't let your kids watch too much TV. Yeah, that's a true thing too. Yeah.
Whatever the new medium is.
Things are interesting with millennials. Anyways, how was everyone's week?
Yeah.
Point guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we got to lead with, like, we all went to Dundas West Fest. Do West Fest.
I did. You didn't.
I like walked past it for a little bit. Like this was my sit your ass down weekend.
Walked past it.
Yeah, I went all 3 days, yo.
Oh, you're sick. Oh, you are sick. Sick and bored. You love outside too much, man. You are so married to outside, you would never leave it.
But it's like, imagine it was lit.
That is sick.
Imagine it was lit at Chinguzi Park. You'd be there.
I promise you on God, I'm not there 3 days in a week.
I walk 5 minutes from my house.
I also can't walk to Chinguzi Park from my house.
Okay, I don't know, Brad.
And even then, I will not be in Chinguzi Park 3 days in a row because it's lit all 3 days. No.
Can you allow me? Can I explain myself?
You don't get annoyed when like all that is in your backyard, like when there's a big Toronto tourist sort of trap that's like right there.
It's Toronto tourist.
Nah,
I know, but me and him live downtown. So like when Do West Fest is going on, when the Leafs are in the playoffs, it's kind of like our environment. It's like I step outside and it's Do West Fest craziness,
No, I don't care. Because even though I used to live on King West, I still didn't care. Like, all I got to do is close my window.
I hear you.
You know what I mean? But it used to be annoying though when I wanted to get like food late at night and then I didn't want to walk into anybody I recognized. You know when you have like your PJs on and it's Friday and it's like 11 p.m.?
What do you mean PJs on?
You just have some bum shit on. Like you just maybe like
you walk outside in your PJs?
I don't know, like shorts and like a beat up shirt or something. And
this happens, especially even to me, where it's like I'm just gonna go like a block to go get like a pizza that I ordered, and then there's like I run into people and stuff, and I'm looking bummied. Like I hate that.
Yeah,
like, or listeners. That happens with listeners now.
Oh, you see like every person from high school and uni.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just trying to get McDonald's. Yeah, that is annoying. Actually, not at McDonald's anymore.
I just want to intro my.
Wait, why not McDonald's anymore? Because
the Palestine and stuff.
I feel like you can kind of take the caveat from this because like I feel Do West Fest, it used to be referred to as Dundas West Fest, right?
Yeah.
Are those the same? Those are the same festivals.
Yeah.
Now to me, whenever I heard about Dundas West Fest, I never thought it was like lit, Like when if somebody was kind of like, yo, let's go to Dundas West Fest or Do West, I'm kind of like, whatever, Like I think the only other time I've ever been to it, I kind of walk through it and it's done very quickly. I don't run into anybody, but this year seemed to be a lot different.
Yeah, and for everyone who doesn't know, who's not from Toronto or listening from the States or somewhere else in the world, Do West Fest is a festival in Toronto that happens every year on a street called Dundas West. And basically like all of the bars or the, lounges or restaurants, they set up tents outside of their venue on the street and they have like DJs and they have street food and they have alcohol and bottles and everyone just like turns up. It's a block party basically. And I only went on the Saturday because I knew that was going to be the most lit day. And I had a great time.
Yeah.
It looked like a blast.
Yeah, I was living my best life, like literally. Got there at like maybe like 6:30, and I literally brought alcohol with me. I'm like, bro, we're getting lit today.
Smart move, yeah.
And people were like, yo, you're so smart. I'm like, do you guys not do this? Like, this is like kind of like a watered down Carabana. It's a street fest.
You are a bit of a professional partier in that sense.
So I'm like, bro, I'm going to the dollar store, I'm getting a sippy cup, and I'm filling it up with tequila.
Smart.
And everyone's like, oh, and I'm like, bro, how did you guys not think of this? You guys are not like, be true to this, not new to this.
I still can't get over the Ray and coconut water combination. Like you know,
like I was so people were like shocked that I did that, and I was like, yo, what the hell? And I was like, yeah, you guys here with your solo cups.
Yeah, Zoe had a big body, man.
Yeah, I had a big body sippy cup.
Big Zoe.
From the dollar store, then you just dash it after. It's in the dollar store, you don't even bring it home.
Right.
I'm not gonna walk around with a Stanley. Imagine I lost my Stanley, I'd be cheese. $80 drink or $80 stainless steel. But yeah, so I had a great time. I was drunk.
Yeah. I saw you for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, literally.
I seen Zoe replying to things in the group chat. Not one thing was spelled correctly. I had no idea what you were trying to tell us. But I can tell the new West Fest was lit based off of Zoe's typing.
I don't know.
I think I didn't see Zoe for like 2 hours, and then she asked me, "Yo, you have water in the group chat?" I'm like, "What?"
I won't lie. A friend who shall remain nameless, like they died, and I don't think we've been friends for a really long time. I don't think I've ever seen them die before.
They're not known for that.
They're not known to be a dyer, but they died.
Everybody got to lose their
And
life.
honestly, I was so proud. I was like, yeah, man, die. You know what I'm saying?
This was a man?
No.
Okay, good.
But something.
As a man, you're not allowed to
As a
die.
man, you're not allowed to die. I won't lie. It's funny because I just had this conversation with, I was just having this conversation and I was telling one of my friends, I was like, yo, like men over like 5'7" are not allowed to just be drunk. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, because it's a liability?
Just
because it's
like,
dangerous for them? Why?
You're just too big at that point to be moving sloppy.
Yeah.
Like you can't be 6 foot plus, like tripping.
Sorry, I misheard you. I thought you were saying if you're under 5'7".
No, if you're over 5'7", okay, I'll maybe be a little more gracious. If you're over 5'8", you can't be like. Just said I made it. If you're over 5'8", you can't be a man who is sloppy drunk.
I think that's fair. Yeah, that's
like
valid.
You can't be 6 foot plus, you know, swaying and, you know, tripping and falling. Like, big man, get up.
Yeah.
Are you crazy? You are too big for this. You cannot do that.
Even like physiologically, like you weigh more. You know what I mean? Like it takes longer for the liquor to hit every part of your system.
Is that how it works?
I think so.
No, I don't think that's I don't think that's how it works. Anyways.
There's no excuse, man.
I feel like that has some scientific merit.
I think so.
You know when you see like a dude that's like 6'4" or above working a regular job, and it's kind of like, what? Did you even like go to a tryout? You know?
Yeah.
You know, like that's some sad.
And tall
depressing
niggas
stuff.
die earlier because it just takes longer to
Your organs are stretched out and everything. There's more surface area to
I don't
accommodate.
think, okay, hold on. Now I think we're saying things that are not true.
Facts, though.
Your organs are not more, what do you mean stretched out?
It takes more time for your blood to pump everywhere.
All the world. I don't know where you was going with it. All the world.
Can you look that up though?
All the world record holders for height and everything like that, they die early.
Yeah.
People who are really tall die
No,
soon.
I know that. That is I
For
think
that
a fact.
reason, though.
Because of blood.
Yeah, shut up, Lucho. You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
It's compromising to your organs. I know that for sure.
Sure.
I mean, I would know, you know?
Yeah. But anyways, like I said, it wasn't a man who died, it was a woman. And honestly, but she died gracefully. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know when some friends are like, bro, like, guy, you gotta get out. Like, she would just be like, yo.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta go, you know, take care of business. You know, she finds an alley, comes back. She's like, all right, nope, gotta go again. Like, she was just like, all right.
That's the time she was
Oh,
on?
yeah. She was done.
That is a graceful death.
100%, it was graceful as hell. And that's the type, like, when I die like that.
Yeah.
You know what
You
I'm
don't
saying?
inconvenience
like,
or
I'll just
burden
grab
other
one
people.
friend, like, yo, please, I gotta yak my heart out, and we'll try to be right back. Yeah, I'm that type of diet.
That's good. I appreciate that.
that's
You
why
don't
it's good to party
inconvenience
with
Yeah,
people
I'm
with
not
your
like the
death.
type to like bring all mans down, like yak in public. But I'm like, yo, find me a corner. You have 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like right now.
Zoe's fucked up. Everyone's huddled around.
Yeah, no. Hell no. Hell no. Do not do that to me. If I hear the Zoe's fucked up, I'll sober up so quick. I'll force myself. Like, no. I'm not going out like that.
You've had a couple cases though, no?
Of what?
Where you just died ungracefully?
I don't think I've ever died ungracefully.
Never.
I've seen you get too high
When?
at one of his parties.
Oh, I went to sleep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that's
that's fine though.
But is that dying? Is that ungraceful?
You are losing your life. Like you're
But
going
is
to
that
bed.
ungraceful? though?
No, you did it.
It's ungraceful.
You shut down his whole bedroom and everything because you had to
facts.
take a
I even
nap.
locked the door, I think.
That's graceful, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
It wasn't like I was like, if I was like sprawled out on the couch, like mouth open, snoring, that I think is ungraceful. But I tucked myself away in Mucho's bed, covers on, and I slept.
The too high death is almost worse than the too drunk death.
Yeah,
Someone paranoid and everything like that.
A too high death, because you have a too drunk death, you have like time to like get out of here. A too high death is like, yo, I have about like maybe a minute and a half before I lose my mind.
Yeah.
And things, a too drunk death, you can like leave and like find a safe way home. A too high death, you just have to stop where you are.
no.
Like you can't get home. There's no like right here. I have to sleep here.
And it is a time thing. Like you're not gonna feel better or wrap your head around it in a different way. Like you kind of just need to wait it out.
Nothing is helping. I need to just sleep right here. Sleep right here.
That's like bringing back the worst memories. Just being too high around people.
Yeah. This man refused to smoke every time in Jamaica. Just would not touch it.
And things.
You tried to.
That's my life. Every time I had an edible. That's why I've told. There's 3 times in my life I had edibles, and every time I'm dying.
Yeah.
The first time I did it was with a guy that I used to date, and he warned me. He was like, "Yo, like these are really strong." And I was like, oh, like we smoke all the time. He's like, no, like I'm telling you, like these are really strong. He's like, I'm gonna give you like a quarter of this cookie. And I was like, all right, cool. Took a quarter of the cookie. I was like, I don't really feel anything. He was like, I think you should just like chill. But he had to go. He was like, all right, I gotta go, but like I'm gonna be back later, whatever. I forgot what he was doing that night. This was like years ago. And I was like, all right, cool. And I'm like, yo, I'm not feeling shit. So I smoked it backwards. No.
Yo, you're a demon.
Yo, what I tell
a demon.
Wait. Like you rolled a backwards like yourself?
So we had like also my roommate at the time, she was a smoker.
Yeah.
She always had backwoods on her. The guy that I was dating was a smoker.
A backwoods
and he had
blunt,
edibles.
like not a black, like just by itself?
A backwoods blunt.
With weed in it?
Yes.
Okay. I thought you just smoked it without putting weed in it, because that would be that would be insane.
But my point is,
I
had this edible that I was like, this edible's pussy.
Yeah.
Then I smoked on top of the edible.
You're nuts.
So when it all hit, guys, when I tell you, I was so sauced, like sauced. Like I remember just sitting on the floor of my room, just staring at the ground. And my roommate was like, yo, like, are you good? And I was just like, yo, like, I'm out.
It's when you hit one of these, and that takes 5 minutes.
Yes.
When you turn your head and it takes 5 minutes for you to turn your head.
You guys get that sometimes?
Yes.
When I was in high school, like when I got too high.
I get that if I get super drunk, if I get super like high.
Oh, for both.
So literally, and also I'm talking about high on marijuana people, not like cocaine or anything crazy. I'm talking about strictly marijuana.
Things that are legal in Canada.
Yeah, this is very legal. But like literally, and my friend's like, yo, we just gotta get her up, like, you know, we're gonna go get some food, we're gonna go to like a little restaurant. And I remember like having my head out the window, like high as a kite, and I just had my head out the Uber, just like literally. I got into the restaurant, and I was just like head like bobbing at the table, just like sleep.
Jeez.
And they were like, yo, she's gone.
Why did they try to fix you by bringing you to just go to sleep?
I would love to know. I would love to know why they try to bring me out. Like, let's revive her. No, I'm dying.
Yeah, you gotta take the L when it's a weed death.
Yeah. Second time I died, I think I did like I was out with my friends. We went to this other girl's birthday, and my homegirl gave me like, I think it was like maybe a 20 or 30 mg gummy. And I went to the party and didn't speak the entire time.
Yeah.
Like I didn't say a word.
Edibles are for after the party.
Yeah, but my whole thing is, why is there 3 stories like this? Like, this is what kills me about people that smoke weed and do edibles and shit like that.
I don't do edibles no more.
But it took 3 strikes?
Yeah, so the third strike was when this was like my like wild, no, actually it wasn't even wild. I went to California to visit this guy, and he did edibles. And he was like, oh, do you want to do an edible? I'm like, I'm not gonna, like, you're gonna do one by yourself. I'll do one with you. Oh, fried. I had to force him to take a nap.
Tried to hang, and
I was like, it was maybe like 5:30, and I was like, yo, we have to sleep. And he was like, well, I'm like, we have to go to bed. Like, you and I, we're just gonna go to bed right now, sleep this off together, and just wake up later. Cause I'm like, I can't do this.
Did you wake up blessed though?
Yeah, I was blessed. But like, I had to force him to take a nap. I'm like, bro, are you good? He's like, I'm fine. I'm like, no, we have to nap right now. Like, I like tucked him in, I think, and I made him nap.
Bro, the first time I died from weed, I had a basketball tournament the next day, and like was still high when I woke up, and was fucking up on the court.
Yeah, no,
like it was bad.
I don't play
better
those
to be
edible
low
games.
It's low key better to be hungover hooping.
Ask Lou Will. Ask Lou Will. Absolutely.
Yo, I've had good, like, just good runs.
Yeah.
Just hungover as hell. Maybe still like sweating out tequila.
I don't know. My thing is, I don't even know if I'd rather be hungover or if I'd rather just be super high.
Because you can kind of sweat it. Like you get it out of your system with physical exercise if you're hungover, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Man, sometimes a hangover is nasty, man.
It is.
Like hangovers can be sickening.
I
Like,
can't lift hungover. I can't do that.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Like,
That is not fun.
God.
You just gotta sweat.
I don't know how you guys even get up hungover.
really? To me, it's mind over matter, though.
No, my mind is not even mattering. So there's literally,
bar.
my mind is not mattering. So like, there's literally nothing that I can physically do. Like when I'm hungover and when I open my eyes and feel that don't in my head, I'm balling out in Jesus' name. I get so sick.
Gets worse the older you get too.
Oh, nothing I hate more than wake up your eyes and feeling douche in your head.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then one of those sometimes where you still got to go to work.
yeah, nah, yo, work won't see me.
You gotta go move hot tubs.
Yeah, no.
I did that the last 3 weekends. It's like it actually expedites and gets me over the hangover quicker.
Okay,
Yeah.
But man, it's a devastating 7 a.m. wake up, bro.
I feel like every time I party with you in the past month, you're like, yeah, I got to move a hot tub in 2 hours.
Yeah. That has been my reality. That's why I was like, hey, let me chill out this weekend, and then next weekend we're gonna be doing more of that.
Yeah, but honestly,
Because I'm committed. I told you, I'm true to this.
committed to what?
Steady
The
on
being
Saturday,
outside.
baby. Come see me and Clyde.
Yeah.
Not Clyde becoming a part of the steady family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Might see me on a flyer or something.
Oh my God. If I ever see an event hosted by Clyde,
Zoe, I'm just letting you know. It might be sooner than
no.
you think.
No, we need to stop it.
It might be sooner than you
We
think,
need to
Zoe.
stop it.
You need to be the last one on this pod. We've all hosted a party before. Needs to be you next. Yeah.
No.
One of my homies, he's pitching me some.
Yeah, let's
we
go.
might be
So you can do
figuring
this in the
something.
corner.
Yeah. Now when I walk in, everybody do the Clyde dance.
Enough.
I'm rooting for it.
I'm not rooting for it. If I ever see hosted by Clyde from the Relentless Diaries,
You're
I'll be
pulling
like,
up
what?
and supporting and being a good friend. That's what you're doing.
Hell
God,
yeah.
I don't know if I could do that. I can lie to you.
To speak a little bit more about Dundas West, to speak a little bit more about Do West Fest, because I think Mr. Dundas was very bad to Native Americans.
Yeah.
Do West Fest. Is Do West Fest the best street festival of Toronto?
I don't know. Because I love a salsa on St. Clair. Are we considering Carabana a street fest?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Are we considering Carabana? Yo, Carabana's just so unorganized, man.
So is Do West Fest.
Yeah, but Carabana changes like the
but
economy. and shit.
but the thing is, Do Fest is not I don't think it's not a parade.
No, it's just
It's just niggas just doing the thing.
I understand, but there's no
So there's less expectation.
Yeah.
yes, Carabana, there's expectations. You pay hundreds of dollars to partake in this parade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you can't even get through because people just mash up the place. So it's like, Do West Fest, you're just going for the vibe. Carabana, if you're playing mass, you're going for an experience that you paid for. You know what I mean? So it's different. But in that sense, Carabana is just so unorganized. Like an organization really kills it.
Have you ever seen it organized? I've been going since 2013.
I was gonna say the first time I went to Carabana, I think I was in grade 11 or 12. So yeah, I think 2013, maybe 2014. And
The first time you ever went to Carabana was grade 11?
yeah, I think so. I was about 16, probably like 16, 17. Yeah. And I don't really remember much because I wasn't playing mass. And
But I feel like there was always stormers though. Or maybe I'm tripping.
for sure, I think there was always stormers, but I just feel like I don't know if it's me or if I'm getting older, I'm noticing it more, but it's like, yo, I can't handle it. Like it's way too much. It's way too much. Like I don't know.
I still go every year.
But you're not gonna get also the Dundas West like essence. Because Carabana is a parade, like you're not gonna get like the pull up where you want, bottles here. You're not gonna get the food here. Like everything's gonna be like very like lines, and it's gonna be the parade's going on. You don't know where to cut through, and you don't want to storm. So like it's
There's a sense of grandiosity that's associated with Carabana that I think like Fabulous and LeBron aren't coming down for Do West Fest.
for sure. No, I get that, but
But
that's
they're
why
not coming for the parade either. They're coming to the parties.
Yeah. And that's why I wouldn't even put Carabana in the same category.
street
It's
party
not really a
type thing.
street fest.
It is though.
I've been looking forward to the food that I get.
Literally, they block off the street.
Yeah, but it's a parade.
It's isn't it Scotiabank Caribbean Festival? Is that not what
First of all, it's all Carabana is a parade. It's always been a parade.
No, fair. 100%.
It's a masqueraders. It's
For sure, 100%. It is apples and oranges. You're
yeah,
right.
because yes, like Salsa in St. Clair, that's different. That's a street fest.
Yes.
Taste of the Danforth is a street fest. Rib Fest is a street fest. You know what I'm saying? But
Rib
Caravana is like more like Pride. In regards to, it's a parade. There's a goal. It's supposed to be a show.
Got you.
Do West Fest is not a show.
Right.
We just want to get.
I mean, there's performers though.
Where?
Yeah, but that's organized by individual people, though.
Well, kind of. So
It's
there's
turned backwards.
Yeah, I'll get.
Okay.
there's stuff that's attached to it, right? Like the restaurants and bars that kind of turn into the main attraction, right? That are outside on their side of the street. But there's also the collective that is Do West Fest that puts on performances because Do West Fest is technically, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was started out like to celebrate like Little Portugal.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I think that's how it started. The same way that there's Little Italy on College, or sorry, Taste of Italy on College, and Salsa in St. Clair for the Latinos, Latinx.
Yeah.
You know, and so there are actual performers that are hired by the collective.
Fair enough.
It's just they get a little ignored now because it's just so lit and stuff like that. So I don't know. I mean, it's kind of apples and oranges, but it's not. Is it fair to say it's probably the festival or whatever you want to call it that you're gonna have the most fun at this summer?
Street Fest? Like I said, I like a Salsa in St. Clair, though.
You're not having more fun there. It won't be the same.
That was the box that I put Do West Fest in, and then I seen the videos this week, and I was like, oh shit, we like turn up. I didn't know Toronto turns up for Do West like that. Like,
Yeah.
Salsa in St. Clair, cool though, but
It's a vibe.
it's not as.
Same
lit,
with Taste of Danforth. Like Toronto's not. I feel known for their street festival type of things. You know?
Shout out to Taste of Danforth. It's
But maybe this year will be different because
it's coming back.
Yeah.
People who had their dogs in strollers at Do West Fest killed me. Because why would you bring your baby here?
They had dogs in strollers.
No, dogs or strollers. So they either had.
We all heard the same.
Well, I mean, even that, I'm sure there's probably dogs in strollers too. But
Right.
people who I saw with like their kids in strollers and people who I saw with their dogs, I'm like, look, what?
Yeah.
That is not safe.
At all.
Yeah.
At all.
I think there
Why
needs.
is your baby at Do West Fest?
Yeah.
But it used to be less packed though. Like it used to be kind of family friendly a little bit.
Intentionally, yeah. It was supposed to be a family friendly thing, but obviously of all these DJs.
Man, we had
That's what I
Casamigos on road. Like, this is not friends and family. We had Casamigos on
Yeah,
road.
no, things have changed over time.
Yeah, the funniest thing is like on Sunday when I actually went too late. It was like they're all like packing up and stuff.
Because Sunday ended earlier, no?
Yeah.
Doing
yeah.
day 3 of festival is crazy.
Yeah, you're insane for that. You're insane.
Shout out to you. You
My
gotta,
friends are DJ. I want to see them. They're down the street.
You see them all the time.
your
You gotta
battery is
support,
different.
man.
Nah, it's OD.
I don't like staying in my house.
Yeah, clearly.
I like walking around.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Even my friends, can we go back? So fuck that. She's like, do you want to go today? I'm like, hell no, I'm not going today.
Yeah.
And that was on Sunday.
Yeah, but again, like you probably would say yes if it was a 5-minute walk.
No,
All right,
No.
maybe not. But
I'm good.
Anyway, I pulled up a little bit late, but it was still a lot of foot traffic. I want to see what you would have done. It was a lot of black men and black women congregating, right?
All right.
And there was a lot of tourists walking around. And so there was this one Asian couple that saw us. And then the Asian man said, oh, take picture. And then the Asian woman gathered us all around.
Oh.
Say cheese. And then, like every black person just said, yeah, sure, why not? And we got the sickest picture. I don't know. What would you have done there?
no. I would
You would have been like, no, let's stop.
I'm not going in this photo. Like, y'all
Really?
can do it, but I'm not going in this photo.
But like, why? Like, why we as humans? Why are we like that though? This
feel
should
like-
be an innocent moment. Where
But
it's
wait, did she want? Like, I don't. But what's the intention of the photo? Like I'm just having fun, or like I've never seen a black person before.
maybe.
A little bit of both. A little bit of both.
I won't lie. Like when I play mass and whether it's in Caravana or whatever, and people want
Oh,
pictures.
good
That's
one.
different because I'm in a costume, so I get it. They want can you get pictures of my daughter. If they're like tourists, if they're from Sudbury or I don't know Montreal, or they've never seen Caravana before, and they want pictures of girls, and that's different.
Okay.
But if I'm just wearing denim shorts and a white tee, like picture, no, get out of here. No,
Yeah,
what are
you
doing?
said no?
No, move.
It's why I don't know if I could do the trip to China, where you see a
Will
black person.
Smith. answers.
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry.
Honestly, it's not bad.
Literally, no dead ass. That's
Honestly,
what
it's
you're
not
gonna
bad.
get.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
it's a
fun.
vibe because
Yeah.
you were there, right?
I went to Vietnam and Hong Kong. Hong Kong.
You're
is-
saying yes to every picture.
yes.
Facts.
You took pictures.
Actually, no, because Hong Kong it's a tourist trap, so there's a lot of like foreigners. And in Vietnam, where I was at, there's a lot of tourists there too. So honestly, in my 2 weeks of being there, I've counted at least 10 or 12 black people there. But I have not gotten that whole let me take a picture thing.
You didn't get the picture.
No, because
Okay.
mainly because I've heard Vietnam has changed over the time, like after COVID. Things have changed. People are more socially aware. People are
okay.
traveling more, so
Okay.
Things have changed.
Yeah, I'm not even. I'm gonna.
In Thailand, I was getting that every day.
I mean, it depends on where you go, though.
I got a picture with these 2 Russian girls. I'll show you.
Bob Marley.
Christoph did one of the most interesting things on his trip to Vietnam.
What do
This
you do?
man got a fresh cut while he was in
Yeah,
Vietnam.
there's a viral
Yo, you're
TikTok of me
nuts.
getting my haircut.
in Vietnam.
Yeah, no, they're good though. They're great people.
Like you got
There's
your
like a
hair
video
like
of
what,
it.
like
You
a
can-
barber?
Yeah. They
Like a
actually did well.
lineup?
Yeah.
Oh, you're
did well.
honestly. I
You're
won't
brave.
lie. I know
They did well.
What's it called? I have a friend who he travels a lot for work, so he always gets cuts in different countries, and he'll like rate them. And who the hell is
We gonna
that?
do it. The Russian girl asked me. I'm like, sure.
That's crazy. Where are you in Thailand?
In Thailand.
That is so insane.
I feel like you're more likely
Yeah.
to get that in Thailand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's it? Yeah, he gets cuts in different countries, and he'll like rate. You know, like like this country did like this out of 10. This country.
That's hilarious.
That sounds like
Yeah.
a great content
Yeah.
series. By the
And
way.
I was
You
like,
should-
yo.
Wow.
And he got a cut. Where was he recently? I think he was in like Malta for DLT. And he posted how he got a cut. And it looked really good. He was
looked
like,
good.
yeah, he found a good spot. I'm like, that's crazy.
Does he show the barber too?
No. Not that I've seen. I just saw him post like the ratings of like where
Because did he go in Malta when it was DLT?
Yeah.
See, it could have been a nigga, man. It could
Oh,
have
yeah,
been a
yeah.
nigga that brought his clippers.
That brought his clippers?
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, maybe. I didn't think about that. Maybe.
You know, but who's gonna give you the best cut in Asia though? You know exactly what country.
Philippines?
Yeah, come on, man. They gonna line you up, man. My mestizos over there, bro.
Oh my God. You are so annoying. Anyways, let's get into
sure.
hot topics.
Yeah.
I mean, Tresor's not here because Tresor is he's in LA, being
Yeah.
LA Trey. And he's at the BET Awards. Well, I don't know if he's I misspoke. He's at BET weekend. I don't know if he actually went to the BET Awards ceremony, but he's at BET weekend. And there's been a lot of chatter around the BET Awards. There's been a lot of different headlines,
They got everybody
viral
out.
moments. BET to me just it used to be such an amazing, ceremony. The BET Awards, you look forward to it every year.
Okay.
BET weekend was always really cool to see as a kid. And I don't know, just in the last maybe 10 years, the BET channel just went to shit.
The BET channel and programming went to shit.
It went to shit. And that also reflected on how terrible the BET Awards have been as well.
So those past 5 years where the award show wasn't the greatest, what did you think was lacking the most from it?
I think people just stopped showing up. I feel like we stopped
Are we talking about BET or the award show?
We're talking about BET Awards, not the BET Hip Hop Awards.
Okay, but I thought you were talking about the channel.
I'm talking about both.
She was thought, yeah,
When
initially.
I was a kid, the BET channel was that channel. You would come home every day, you would watch 106 in Park, you'd watch BET Now, you'd watch Countdown, all this stuff. You'd watch.
It's not a channel anymore, though.
Yeah, exactly. It's
not
not
on
even
cable.
available in Canada. Is it even available in the US?
No, it's available, but it's not part of regular cable. Where it's
I
if
don't
you just
think-
paid for basic cable, it was channel 49 or 57, wherever it was in
yeah,
Ontario.
I'm from my side of Ontario, it was 49.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure BET channel is not even a thing in Canada
No,
anymore.
that doesn't exist anymore. No.
Yeah. What?
You can
Yes.
get it on premium cable, but it's not part of the regular.
I don't think you can
Really?
get,
Yeah, no.
I don't think you can get on premium cable. Because I have Rogers Ignite at home and we don't have access to
You can't even
Yo, Zoe's up, man.
What?
What do you mean you don't pay for IPTV? You got the real shit, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have
I
one of
don't
those
think-
cable box things.
I don't think BT is available in Canada. I'll check, but I'm almost positive it's not.
They just deleted the channel. What the
for
fuck?
sure.
Where? How?
I'm thinking about every time I've seen it, and it's been on one of those illegal cable box things. So maybe Rogers and regular cable providers in Canada aren't allowing it at all.
In Canada, BT isn't directly available. You can stream it through Hulu Plus, Live TV, or
Wow.
BT
Oh, so
Plus
it really is gone.
using
Wow.
a VPN connected to a US server.
We're losing recipes.
In 2022, Paramount began to phase out BT in Canada due to rights expiring.
That's That's sad. I didn't know.
A
it was
number
to
of
that
major
extent.
providers, including Rogers Communications on April 2022, followed by Hey Communications, had dropped the channel.
You know how like big BT was in my life?
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
BT, like I said, BT was on my TV almost 24/7.
Yeah.
When you got home
teaching
from
us
school,
good things.
Yeah.
Yeah, 106 in Park, Hell Date. That was like good, great
They used to-
programming.
They used to have movies on repeat. Baby Boy, Waiting to Exhale,
Waist Deep.
Four Brothers, 8 Mile. Like they used to
Yeah.
run like solid movies.
Facts.
Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah.
Do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Lord, give me a sign. Man, always run that DMX video on BET now.
What was the? There was also one. What was it? Was it the behind the scenes what was it called?
Access Granted.
Access Granted.
College Hill.
Like come on, Baldwin Hills. Like what are we talking about? BT was the shit.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I just feel like I guess the transferring the rights over, whoever bought BET, like it just went to hell.
Okay, Zoe. So let's kind of stick on the awards because that's kind of what's happening this weekend.
All right.
You said that you felt like the awards were sort of diminishing because people weren't showing up, and I feel like that was a narrative with like other award shows where people were we're not getting nominated for Grammys, and people are kind of like, well, we have an award show for Black people. So why don't we put our energy towards BET? Why don't we show up there?
Right.
Why don't the biggest artists show up there?
Right.
And if I'm not mistaken, this past award show was hosted by Kevin Hart, who kind of is the marquee guy to host award shows.
Yeah.
Kendrick is one of the biggest rappers out there right now. They had him there. They had SZA there.
Shout out to
they
him
had,
for showing up.
They had
That was
yeah,
big
like
for
he's
me.
on tour in the middle of his tour, and the two biggest like artists, whatever, right now, second and third biggest artists right now.
I was gonna say
No,
this.
because they got a number 1 song out. I'm just saying relevant in
Yeah.
that sense.
You
Drewski's
don't have to
there.
walk on
and
eggshells. They did.
you got Kai
They're
Cenat and
huge.
all the streamers on red carpet. It looked like BET did it right, quote unquote. They got everybody to show up. So isn't this what we wanted?
Yeah, I think it's slowly coming back. Yeah.
So
I mean, it would be nice to see. I guess like Beyonce's on tour. Beyonce used to be like a huge part of the BET Awards. Jay-Z
They got
used to be.
Jamie Foxx there for a whole like tribute and got the guys out for him. Like they had a crazy tribute, like Teddy
Yeah.
Riley and all these people out there for him. So
Yeah, you're right.
You think Beyonce and Jay-Z think they're too big for the BET Awards?
yeah.
You think they're so now?
Yeah.
That's disappointing to see.
Jay-Z just trying to be a billionaire, run up the Grammys.
Has
and
Drake
Oscars
ever
and
been to a
shit.
BET Awards? He must.
Yeah.
Years, probably 09.
I remember
10.
it was like when his like knee was broken. He was doing best I ever had sitting down.
That's hilarious. Yeah, so I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like BET lost its essence. But I do see it coming back and it's trying. But there was still a lot of hiccups and still a lot of politics that were happening.
Like what? Because I felt like they did it like, they had Glorilla out there. They had a lot of great performers.
Tap dancing.
Well, she was tap dancing?
Her mic was on. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh, I
She
didn't
had a
see.
whole.
But there was an issue with the rap. What's that streamer's name? Kai's friend, Ty Lil. And he had his niece and they wouldn't let him on the carpet with his niece.
Yeah.
Because they only let icons or legendary people bring children on the red carpet.
Interesting.
They said that?
Apparently, that was the
Okay.
report. And Kai Cenat went to bring his niece on the carpet. They didn't say anything when Kai Cenat did it.
Oh, yeah. You got to get a little more up, Tylil.
But that's also crazy. He was invited here.
No, that is messed up.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't even, how can you even enforce something like that? I feel like that was a security guard doing too much.
Maybe. It was something. I think it was
But it
maybe
is sloppy on BET's
For sure,
part.
'cause what
Didn't
do you
Playboy
mean?
Cardi perform too?
I don't know. Did Cardi perform?
I just-
Pretty sure. Playboy Cardi performed.
All I saw about Playboy Cardi yesterday was him licking a diamond lollipop.
Yeah, I saw that too.
He did perform though.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
So that's they had the guys there. They had the heavy hitters.
Well, I will say this about this award show is that they pandered a lot to millennials.
How do you think? Why do you
With
think
the
so?
Rap City and the booth things in
Yeah,
between
it wasn't
the commercials.
90% of the performances just
Let's see.
legacy acts and people that were popping in the 2000s.
Oh, really? I don't know.
Basically, that's all I
Did
see.
Sierra go into the BET? What was the Sierra there?
Sure, there's Glorilla and maybe there's Cardi, but for the most part,
Cardi was there.
he just said he performed. I don't know.
Oh, I knew Cardi B.
A comment. Oh, Cardi B performed? No.
Oh, okay.
He was talking about Playboy Cardi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
But a common thread that I've seen, at least on social media, because I'm not watching a 3-hour award show on Monday.
Holy, Finish what you're saying, but you're right. I'm gonna list this name of performers, man. Because
Yeah, I mean, the common thread that I've seen is that, like, yeah, Beyonce's the BT Awards are finally catering to us millennials.
Oh, interesting.
You know, the 2000s are back.
Okay.
Yada, yada, yada.
Who performed?
So we had Yin Yang Twins, Lil Kim and Honey Baby in the pre-show. We had Ashanti, Jim Jones, Amiri, Keisha Cole, Maya, T.I., B2K, Bow Wow, Jermaine Dupri, Leon Thomas, Ludacris, Big Tigger, Mariah Carey, Lil Wayne, Glorilla, Babyface, Jennifer Hudson, Tank, T-Pain, and Dougie Fresh, and Teddy Riley.
All right, come on.
We had Tiana Taylor. We had Playboy Cardi, Snoop, Charlie Wilson, Corrupt Warren G.
Hold on.
Kirk Franklin and his yearly BET Awards set. I feel like he does one every year.
Yo.
So what I just named off a millennial's fucking performance
Do you
wet
want a
dream.
privilege? Ooh.
And by the way, Kevin Hart had an insane joke about Kirk Franklin.
What?
Told him to stop dwerking.
Dwerking?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
The front twerking.
You don't know what dwerking is?
Ew!
Kirk
A
Franklin.
man who is a dwerker?
Yeah.
Oh!
Kevin Hart on stage told him to stop doing that.
Oh!
Kirk Franklin looks so embarrassed.
Yeah, they're painting his face and he's taking it
like,
serious. Like, yeah. Like, all right.
Is Kirk Franklin a dwerker? He's a gospel singer.
Yeah, I'm not trying to find
Y'all
out.
mind if I praise the
my
Lord?
God. Y'all mind if I praise the Lord is crazy. But okay, wait. So they all performed? Are you sure?
That's combined with the pre-show. A lot of the people I named, there was like an ensemble performance.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
so like a bunch of them performed at the same time.
All
Like
right.
Babyface, Jennifer Hudson, Tank, T-Pain, and Dougie Fresh and Teddy Riley were all the Jamie Foxx tribute.
Okay,
So
okay.
just in line with what you're saying, it was a lot of people that they invited that harkened back to a time when BT was popping,
It's golden age, yeah.
right?
Well, would you think that Jamie Foxx is the best black triple threat of all time?
Yes.
What is the triple? It's
Sing, act,
Comedy.
comedy. Or, I mean, you can do sing, act, dance, him sing, act.
can't dance.
Yeah.
Sing at comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody's touching. Yeah, nobody's touching.
Donald
Jamie
is up there, but he's
Foxx.
not
Nah, get
Jamie
the
level.
get the fuck.
Kanye.
Comedy, maybe unintentionally.
No, I'm just saying Kanye is probably
No,
good at
what's the
three
triple
things.
threat?
So he's good at music, he's good at fashion,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
and yeah,
Producing, I guess you could say.
No,
Yeah.
it still falls into
It's
music, I
music?
think.
I guess maybe just two things. Then he's exceptionally great.
Yeah,
at.
nobody.
Music?
No, yeah.
Yeah, just music and fashion.
But it's kind of like you could say his being a creative person, like stage design and stuff like that. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm giving him.
I don't know
triple
what
threat.
box to put that in. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't really say it's a triple threat.
I will say this though, like BT doing that, it's gonna work for this year, right? Just catering and pandering to the millennials and Gen Xers, but it's not gonna be sustainable though.
No.
Right? You can't do this again.
Well, let the streamers on the red fucking carpet then.
The streamers were a good touch. Yeah, let their kids too. That was a good touch, but I don't know if it's BT. I don't know if it's this newer generation of artists who don't know how to be stars. But one thing is gonna have to give because you can't just keep trotting out older acts every year for an award show. You're supposed to award people that killed it in the past year.
Yeah.
That's the conceit of an award show. And so when I'm on my timeline and all I'm seeing is niggas that are 50, 60 years old, I'm like,
Yeah. This is interesting for you. Typically, you're very You don't like. Actually, never mind. No, this is right up your alley. You hate nostalgia.
no.
You hate the old. You're always out with the old and with the new.
That is a motto I have just because that's how I like to live life. But I'm just critiquing it. I'm just critiquing its sustainability. That's it. It was a great show from what I've seen. Everybody enjoyed it.
Yeah,
But how can they keep doing this? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. There's a couple viral moments too. Everybody talking about the Drewski Kendrick Lamar exchanges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you feel about that? We think people are dragging it, or do you think it's?
I do.
Because I heard that there was first a narrative that like someone had introduced Kai Cenat to Kendrick Lamar, and he was a little bit like
Didn't SZA
about
do
it.
that?
Oh yes, I think yes. So it was SZA.
You can see that happen
who
on camera.
introduced Kai to Kendrick, and Kai was kind of like he held it down, but he was kind of like you know what I'm saying?
Drewski stood on
and
business.
Drewski just completely like didn't even put out his hand for him.
Yeah, but why would he?
I mean,
He's good friends with somebody that you called a
I hear
PDFI.
that, but I mean, in theory, you would like if this didn't happen, he would definitely hail Kendrick Lamar. It's Kendrick Lamar.
Sure, yeah.
But now with everything, obviously the politics and the rap beef in play, he didn't even like
Because
I think he played it perfectly.
I think Mark Phillips posted a picture with Kendrick Lamar recently or something, and like, or when it was going on, and like Drewski commented on it and was like, "All right, you picked the side."
Yeah.
Like,
Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah, that's a
Mark
good memory,
Phillips,
yeah.
like another skit content creator
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
guy, posted with Kendrick, and then Drewski commented on it and was like, "All right, you picked the side." Stand on bit. But I think it was in the tone of being
Drewski was
humorous.
joking,
the way that
joking but
Drewski-
serious, but joking but serious.
But do we think like that is like taking it too far? Like, can you get my thing is I don't know. Maybe as a man, hailing is more of a
Hell no. What?
What?
Why would I do that? If somebody called Clyde that,
Right.
and then I seen them, I'm like, hey, what's good, bro?
You don't have to do it like
Zoe's
that.
saying, "Oh, he didn't call me a pedophile."
No, but I'm just saying, like, is there like a level of like, yo,
Nah.
or do we feel like the hail is like a very like heavy?
Yeah, that's a violation.
So are
Drewski
we?
played it perfectly.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of what's the word? Is there a lot of meaning behind a man hailing another man? Mm-hmm. There is.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you can't just tell him like, yeah, all right, man, like, yeah, nice to see you, but keep it pushing. There's the fact that you actually hail
Yeah.
this man is enough.
You can derive a lot of meaning out of it. Yeah, for sure.
For
Interesting.
Sure. For sure. That means like you're implying that you're cool with this person.
Yeah.
The hail implies you're cool. For sure. 100%.
And we're not cool.
No, they shouldn't be. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just trying to understand the male
Listen,
politics.
if Schoolboy Q saw Drake in LA or something, right? And then they just awkwardly were in the same area or whatever, then I would expect him to ignore Drake too.
if Schoolboy Q saw Drake, and you would think,
Yeah, don't hail him.
well, I mean, also,
He canceled your show, right?
yeah. And Sir performed in Toronto recently, and he mentioned, like, at his show, you know, how he kind of got caught up in the rap beef, and you know, his show is supposed to be a history.
But
Obviously,
Drake canceled it.
Yeah, well, he
did say that.
He did say it like that, but I think he was making light of it. But he was actually like literally because Drake is a part owner, and
He's using circumstantial evidence.
Yeah,
He was being a little facetious.
but I think that was, but he basically confirmed like that was true.
Yeah, I guess.
And then he said he went to another venue, and they were like,
And they're,
actually,
I don't want to deal with any of this.
we don't want no
beef.
smoke.
Yeah.
You know, so we're not touching this. So I don't even know where he ended up performing. They wouldn't know where he ended up performing.
Rebel.
With.
Oh,
He
is
went
that
to
where
he was
he-
at Rebel. Okay, interesting. Yeah. So yeah, that's how it ended
Smoke
up.
is cleared, I guess.
Also, other Kai Sanat hail-ups that turned into something. You see him dap Wale on his way to the car.
He dapped Wale and had no idea who Wale
Had a
was.
conversation. Oh, what are you playing on your Switch? Oh, okay, word. And then just, oh, who was that? I think that's
And
crazy.
he goes, chat's going crazy. Apparently that was Wally. And he's like, you don't know Wale? And he's like, no, what does he do? And I was like, what?
And then Wale
because-
pressed him later.
Yeah, he was like, you don't know Lotus Flower Bomb? And he was like, yo, who is that? And I was like, how old is Kai Cenat for real?
23.
He's 23?
Way too old to be
no,
trying to get
he's
that
not.
off.
He's a 2002.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Yeah, 2002.
He's that much of a baby?
Yeah, how old you thought?
I thought he was like 25, 26.
Nah, he's 2001
2001, December.
Oh,
So what are you,
2001
24?
December. No, he's 23.
23.
Turning 24.
In like 6
What
months.
the hell? He's a child.
Yeah, so you don't think he should know Wale?
So this whole time, Kai Cenat's been like,
He's young.
yeah, like basically like just after teenager.
Yeah. Don't look up how old Speed is. Don't look up how old Speed is.
Don't do that. How old is the speed one?
That's crazy that the Ty Lil guy is a little bit older. He's 25, but Speed, yeah.
Speed it. No freaking way.
Yeah, he's a kid.
No freaking way.
Most of his career has been him being a minor. Like he just
Yeah.
turned 20.
A lot of the stuff where he was like flirting and doing these dating games.
Barking
like,
at
He
women.
was like 16, 17. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Speed, I'm talking about, guys.
Speed, not Kai. Speed.
yeah.
But I feel like I've seen Speed for years. And he just turned 20?
He was like 16, 17 when he first started getting popular.
Oh my God. And the
Yeah.
barking and the backflips and the
Yeah.
oh my God. And he just turned 20. His birthday's in January.
Just turned 20. That's why,
Yo,
like,
and the Rakai kid is 16.
oh
who's
God.
Yeah,
That's
there's
He's
the
another one of them
next bigger
streamer.
streamer.
Yeah.
oh damn, I'm getting washed.
Yeah, I know that one. That's crazy.
Yeah. So with that,
Little boys.
so okay, I'll say two things though. So first, with that in mind, do you think him being 23 at 2001, do you think he should know Wale?
I don't think so.
What?
I think he should.
I still think
I think he should.
At 23?
You knew who the popular artists were when you were 10. Don't let these kids off the hook.
But I don't want to sound crazy. But
He's popular, yeah.
how popular was Wale for?
He's on big songs. No Hands.
Wale came out with Chillin' in 2008 and came out with
Sing Chillin' right now.
PG chillin', DC chillin'. My name Wale and I came to get it.
All right,
Looking at, yeah.
What other song?
Wale. Well, from that album,
No, what other big songs would you put beside Wale that a lot of people should know, despite of their age?
Lotus Flower Bomb.
Okay.
You probably know that.
I feel like he was on a
You should know Wale's verse on No Hands word for word.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like he was on
The song Ambition you should know too.
Okay, come on. Now you're dragging it.
Ambition has like 100 million views on YouTube. Ambition's a big Ambition is like big layup line music. Like,
yeah. Big blog era energy with that song. I love that song.
I know he has a song with J. Cole that's pretty
Beautiful
recent
Bliss.
too.
Or Poke It Out. And
yeah.
Poke It Out's a track.
Wale, I mean, listen, like,
You think it's okay?
Because I'm trying to think.
you knew artists of Wale's level, even though he's a B tier rapper, whatever. You knew artists of that level when you were 10, 11. You just did.
Ooh.
So you're
I'm
what?
trying to think.
96?
I'm 96. I'm trying to put who would
So
be on
when it was
Wale's level.
2007, you knew the Yin Yang Twins. You know what I mean? Like,
But wait, so when was Wale like? The
But I don't
peak
think
years?
Wale had like
maybe like
2011.
09 to 14,
The
maybe.
Yin Yang Twins had like bangers, like
So Kai Cenat is born in 202, right?
2001.
2001. So he was
Basically
probably
2002, so-
10 years old. Probably nah, I don't think. I
My
kind
thing
of.
is, like,
You guys
Yin-
don't give these people.
Yes, but Yin Yang Twins had like bangers, like songs that were played in
Whisper
like
song.
shows, like the Whisper song. They had Shaking Like a Salt Shaker. They had was the Yin Yang Twins?
Is it bad?
But you think a 9-year-old Kai Cenat knows that song?
Why not?
How many
It's a
hits do
pop-
the
it's a
Yin Yang
popular
Twins even have
R&B
though?
song.
Like, Wale has longevity. Like he's
And it
been
was-
here for more than 10 years. Yin Yang Twins were kind of a moment, weren't they? Like
But I'm trying to think like Yin Yang Twins had like really staple
certified
bangers.
club bangers and
Wale's
stuff like
not
that.
like a banger rapper. You know what I mean?
No, that's definitely not his like bag though.
That's what I'm trying to
It's
say. So
hits.
like when you try to think of like the top hits, you know, songs
But
that are played.
I think for a conscious rapper that's supposed to be lyrical or whatever, like he's got a decent amount of hits. Oh, they got Get
We're
Low.
in a timeline.
doesn't get low. I mean, you know
Yang
what I'm
Twins got
saying?
hits.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay, well, I brought that up at first to see if you guys think that Kai Cenat should know Wale based on his age, but they just
I think maybe he should know his name, but maybe not like, oh, I don't know all of his songs.
Okay, fair enough. But they
Like,
just,
the what did he do is crazy.
yeah,
Like, saying, what does he do?
Exactly. But they just dropped it today. Wale just dropped it today. They were trolling us.
Oh, really?
The whole thing was a troll.
Oh.
The whole thing was a troll to advertise the Nintendo Switch.
What?
Because
That-
they keep
I saw that post too. I feel like that's them trying to smooth it over.
that. You think so?
I don't know.
Everything was so perfect.
Yeah, I know. It was way too real.
Why did he randomly walk in with the Nintendo Switch?
Okay,
Why
actually, yeah, the context of that video.
Kai Cenat poorly ask, "Oh, he got the Switch? I heard that's lit."
You know, I went to media school, so if I got by this, then good for them because they convinced me.
So that nigga knew Wale.
But we're not talking about the Switch, though.
Huh?
That's the thing. If they did it for the Switch, no one gives a fuck about the Switch.
That's great lamp shading. That's what that's called.
Like, we
Lamp
never, like,
shading.
no one gives a fuck about the Switch.
Yeah, it just started Black Twitter topics.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So,
I mean,
Ambition sold 150,000 records its first week too. He was popping
Sing
when he
that
was
song
in
right
these. They gonna love me for my ambition. Ambition. Yeah.
beautiful music. You just want to hear shit.
LeBron shit. I was in the 6 after 23. As long as your mama love you, don't ever love a woman. No, he has a great verse on that song. Yeah.
God. All right. Moving on. You know, also last thing, Angel Reese, you said, had won her third award for best
Oh my
athlete.
God. Just like best sportswoman in the world or whatever.
Get it off your chest, brother.
All right. So I just want to know the criteria, right? If the award,
All right, Isaiah Thomas. I met the criteria.
if the award is based on how popular you are, then maybe. Is it a fan vote? If it's a fan vote, I can't hate. 3 years in a row for Angel Reese, who can't score a layup.
Oh, wow.
They're really getting on Angel Reese about her game right now.
Yeah, because it's about the accolades that she's getting, right? Like, I rate it because Angel Reese personally is wonderful for the women's game. And whether she likes it or not, she turned into the foil for the great white hope and everything in Caitlin Clark, and it's boosting the ratings, and everybody's eating off Angel Reese. So really, you can't get mad at her for getting this award. Because it might even just do good for the women's game. But when you look at it like purely like sports-wise, just competition.
Sorry, I'm just looking at all the other winners. It's just like, yeah.
She won 3 years in a row, right?
Yeah, but like I think before that, like Serena Williams won it like 4 years in a row.
Like, come
so
on.
it's
Yeah,
just
but
like,
Serena Williams is a freaking
is
like,
the
she
best
deserves it.
ever
She
at what
deserves
she
it.
come
does.
on.
Like,
She's
yeah.
one of the I think she's arguably one of the best athletes of all time.
Yes, facts.
Yeah.
So-
listen,
And
so
I think Simone Biles was also nominated for this same award too.
this past year,
For Sportswoman of the Year. I'm trying to find the category as we're talking right now, but
I got it up. Yeah. What stats do you want?
I want who is in this Sportswoman of the Year category.
Serena Williams has won 16 times.
16
Yeah.
BT awards.
I didn't know they've had
16
that.
Sportswoman of the Year it's been running since 2001.
Okay, well that
You
kind of
want-
makes sense.
You want 2024?
I want to know who else who was in the category with Angel Reese this year, and they gave it to Angel Reese again. Because I'm pretty sure Simone Biles was one
You're
of them.
butchering these names. I should send it. Angel Reese, Aja Wilson.
Asia Wilson.
Asia
Wilson.
I think she
much
should've
better
won.
player than her.
Much better player, and she just
Might be the
launched
best
like
player of all
crazy.
time.
Reigning MVP, right?
Who else? Sorry.
Yes.
Coco Gauff.
Did
Yes,
Coco not
yes.
just win the
Just
freaking?
won.
What was she in France or the French? What was the big tennis thing that she just won?
I don't know the name of it, but
Was it
yeah.
the French Open?
But does she have a podcast though?
Fuck out of here, man!
How many
Is it-
downloads a week is she getting?
Is it athlete turned or part-time podcaster of the year, or is it athlete of the year or sports whatever of the year?
Hey, man.
She just won. She took out the number one spot.
You're preaching to the choir.
Like Coco just took out the number one spot.
To play devil's advocate though, did she just win like maybe after things got
Yeah,
announced
like
or
a
whatever?
day or two ago.
Yeah, so maybe it's a
But I feel like respectfully, even before
She
Coco's
was having a
career
crazy-
versus
crazy run,
Angel's
yeah.
career, like what are we with all due
Who
respect?
else is in there? I think it gets worse. Is Simone Biles in there?
Simone Biles is in there. Let me
That's
double
wild
check.
because she's the most
But Simone
dominant.
hasn't. But she hasn't done anything this year.
She's never lost. Anybody that does what they do and they've
Well, I mean,
never lost at
she's
what
lost.
No, what do you mean?
She is forfeited.
Summer Olympics. Oh, she didn't play?
She forfeited.
Oh shit.
She has taken herself out of the game.
But
No
I
one's
mean-
ever taken her out.
for sure. But she's also.
Simone Biles was nominated for this year.
Crazy.
But also Simone Biles, like yes, she's the GOAT, but she's also like she hasn't been gold every time.
What did she do? Sorry,
So she's lost then.
What did she
I
do?
mean, she's lost
When?
like well, no, it's called. I forgot what category it was, but she came in third. Remember, it was the Brazil. It was a 3 black woman podium. It was what was her name? Something. Was it Joey Childs or what's her name?
Joey Chavez.
No. You're crazy. That's Bow Wow's baby moms. There were 3
Okay, no,
black.
she has. Yeah, okay, she's lost before.
Yeah, it was the Brazilian one, the other black USA girl, and Simone Biles. But Simone Biles didn't win gold. I think she came in bronze.
Her
Potentially
name's
silver.
Rebecca Anandre that won that.
Who? Yeah, the Brazilian one.
Yeah.
But then who was the other girl, black on the podium? What was her name?
I'm
I
trying
think
to-
it's Jordan
Childs.
Childs.
Yeah, that is
that's
what it is, yeah.
She's
Okay.
another USA gymnast who's black. But I mean,
All right, my
Simone,
bad. That was
she
misinformation
placed
on
on
my
the
part.
podium, but she didn't win gold.
Okay.
But regardless, she's still one of the most decorated athletes, I think.
Most dominant.
So
outfits.
she didn't win any gold in 2024?
No, she did. Just not like, she didn't win gold for every single category she's ever been in.
Well, she still deserves it over Angel Reese then.
Yes.
If you
yes,
won
for sure.
if you won one gold.
Yeah, no.
You deserve
She's
it.
won so many golds, but
If
I'm
the-
just saying, like, he's saying she's never ever lost.
yeah,
Technically, she has kind of lost.
I thought she
and
was
then-
on some Mayweather shit where like
not
she
coming in
never
first.
lost. Like, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
fair
not
enough.
coming in first.
I think we're kind of going hard on Angel Reese, and people are already going hard on her. If it is not like an athletic merit based award, then she probably should. She's She's probably the most popular social media wise and everything, right? She's got the latest podcast
Does she?
out of like this category, probably. Yeah.
But I feel like her podcast is not like, I don't know.
Hey, she might be a guest. Nah, hell nah. She gonna say
Yeah,
nah to
let's
this.
say we're gonna kick her back all the way.
Nah,
Like,
but I will say, like, yeah, if it's just about how you use sports to elevate your own profile, then
But is her
super
podcast
W.
even about sports?
no, like she's interviewing people.
Nah, man. How many bodies you got?
Oh God.
If you can translate lifestyle and you're just a WNBA player, I think that's pretty impressive.
Just a WNBA player?
Yeah, if you're an athlete and you're able to translate that to lifestyle, something that isn't exactly what your bag is, like that's a second lane. I didn't mean just WNBA player, like, oh, you're just one of them. I mean, you're an athlete. So if you're able to do non-athlete things and make a bag off it, power to you. That's hard to do.
Fair.
No, you're right. But I will say this, though. Like, they only do this to women.
Yeah.
Like, this would never happen with dudes. Like, earlier today, I was like, this is like if a few years ago you just gave LaMelo Ball the award for Sportsman of the Year 3 years in a row just because the Ball family was sick. Like, that's never happened. But kids got his jerseys everywhere, though.
Yeah.
He's the number one jersey seller.
Yeah. Oh, LaMelo Ball?
When it comes to younger generation, nobody
Really?
sells jerseys like LaMelo Ball.
Really?
And they won't
At
even
least
put him
when
in
he
the
was healthy and
All-Star
playing.
game.
Yeah.
What's that?
They won't even put him in the All-Star game.
But they would,
Oh, wow.
but they would never do this to dudes because they respect the sport more. To me, BT's not even respecting the sport. Who is killing the sport more than everybody else? Not who has the most Instagram followers and everything. Who's killing at the
WNBA?
sport?
In that category?
Or-
What do you mean? The sport as in like basketball or the sport as in like the entire category?
Regardless, yeah.
They did
Right
nominate
now?
Asia Wilson, so.
It'd have to be Asia to me or Coco,
There you go. So,
who are dominating in their respective fields
Yeah.
in their sport.
and it sucks too because Angel Reese didn't do anything bad right here.
No.
Like, she didn't do anything wrong at
That's
all.
why I kind of feel like.
but they set her up for critique.
yeah, we just did 20 minutes on it.
Yeah, they set her up for critique. Yeah.
But, heavy as a sword.
Get them rebounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, then put it back in the basket.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next. Kendrick Lamar will be performing in Toronto in what, 2 days? Technically, yeah.
On the
The 13th,
12th, right?
12th and the 13th.
Yeah.
So in a day and 2 days. Yeah, 12th and 13th.
Can I say something?
Yeah,
Sure.
I'd love to hear what you have to say,
Here we go,
Mucho.
yeah.
Any black Torontonian that goes to this show is a racial cuck.
Oh my God.
I thought you were gonna say the other C word, but okay, that
Yeah.
too.
You are a cuck.
Gotta say it with a
Every
hard C.
seat in that arena, that stadium, is a cuck chair if a black person is sitting on it from Toronto.
I got an error word for you.
All right? He's riding a victory lap off of Not Like Us, which uses divisive rhetoric.
Yeah. Get him, OVO Mucho.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Literally, they not like us. You are they. And you are in that seat singing along.
Oh.
I like Kendrick Lamar. I like a lot of his music. I like African Americans. I like their culture. There's no bigger influence on my life than African American culture.
Damn.
But I would never go to that show. And all of you who are should feel shame. Each and every one of y'all. That's all.
All right.
I mean, I
A
don't
racial cuck.
racial cuck is crazy.
That's hilarious. I wish we could title it that, but
No, definitely not. I don't feel as strongly about it as Mucho does. My sentiments are not as strong, but I'm not inclined to go to the show.
me neither.
I'm
And
just
it
not.
sounds like a lot of people aren't.
Well, I mean, it's funny because today one of my cousins hit the family group chat this morning, and she goes, "Oh my God, Kendrick Lamar tickets are dropping by like over 50%."
Oh.
And I was like, "What do you mean?" She was like, "Tickets that were like $700 are now $200, $350 max." I saw like
Hell yeah.
100 level lower bowl at the Rogers Center for like $200. That is, for this like climate of concerts, that's pretty low. That's kind of low.
Yeah.
Like Central C tickets were more than that.
Listen, all the
I get it's a smaller venue, but
his history.
yeah, a much smaller venue, but
Yeah, listen, all the Asian mans.
Vibes Cartel tickets were like triple that.
Yeah, facts, because he understood his demand and he didn't have too much hubris and tried to sell out 2 stadiums in a city that you're dissing anyway.
Trying to find this post that was made about
So,
the concert.
but at the same time, like all the Asian dudes, all the Asian girls, white people, whatever, have fun there. Like, yeah, like enjoy. You know what I mean? It'll look like a Kendrick show did 5 years ago.
I was gonna say that. Yeah. Like you're gonna have to be looking around for
but
for the drops and the lyrics and stuff. Who's saying what?
yeah, and it's if you're a super Kendrick fan, whatever, but still know like you're a little shiesty.
Oh, I gotta read this. I gotta find this post.
Yeah, I just think it's I'm interested to see how it goes. I'm interested to see. I mean, Toronto is like, it is what it is. I feel like people don't take the song Not Like Us personally because they think he's only talking to Drake.
He's not though.
But he's not.
Tell me you're cheesing, fam.
Yeah.
That's
That
not
was Euphoria
That was
still.
Euphoria.
No, but he's
Yeah.
like, this is directed at us. Like,
Yeah.
like I'm taking it personally.
And when he's saying they are not like us, he's literally saying
Talking
like
about
they
Canadians.
as in like
Yeah. And it's
the Canadian, black Canadians or whatever you want to, yeah.
and the funniest part is that Drake is African American.
Half.
Yeah, well, that in America he'd be considered African American. That's the way that they
Fair.
move.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. That is very true.
Yeah.
Like his dad is literally African American,
Yeah, exactly.
not black Canadian.
No. And then also, there's lines in that in the song. He's talking about what do you say about DeRozan?
You
Y'all,
gotta
that we
come
didn't
home.
deserve him.
Yeah, we didn't deserve.
Who's
him.
they?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah. I'm trying to find these posts, but I feel like there's people that are kind of like the super Kendrick stans are kind of like, yo, don't be scared to go to this concert. I'm from Toronto. No one, like, it's going to be fine. You don't need to worry about your life. No one's like, Drake's not bringing anybody here. And then there's people that are like, yo, starting at 5 p.m. on the 12th, we're going outside the Rogers Center and we're bumping Drake. Like both.
I kind of wonder if that will happen.
Well, I'm seeing
I
posts
saw
about
that
both.
page.
Yeah.
Really?
Someone started like a community page.
Yeah.
Let's go all pump Drake outside of the Rogers Center at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of. I think it'll be fine, man.
Do you
It's a
think
stadium
out of
show.
every single rap beef in hip hop history, this is the most serious one?
No.
No one's died
Yeah, no one died.
or really gotten physically.
But it's the
harmed.
most useless one though.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it was useful for Kendrick Lamar, because it elevated his career.
Useful to the bloggers and podcasters. Everybody.
But
there.
there was no real beef for this to happen.
That we know of.
The escalation, from what we know of, doesn't really make much sense. There's been bloodshed behind other beefs that we could compare it to. There's been songs that were stolen when it comes to like Jay-Z and Nas. You know what I mean?
Women that have been taken.
And which I don't think is the case between Kendrick and Drake. So
What's control, right? I think was the
it's
starting
just
point.
it's just the pettiest. Like I'm the better rapper than you, and then you see one person get elevated more than you.
You
I
think
think it might be deeper than that.
You think there might be stuff that we just don't know? That's the reason it's happening. Like
I don't know who. Like I would say, it could. We don't know. We
Could
don't
be,
have
but
our
so many
ears-
cards were exposed, and I didn't see anything that felt that serious.
I mean, I don't think it was that serious, but I think it's more than just you want to call yourself the better rapper. I'm the better rapper. I think it was more than
That's how it
that.
started, though. Started as
To
just
us.
competition.
To us,
But like, I guess nobody knows everything 100%.
I
but
think
if you
something had happened
follow
behind the scenes, and then when J. Cole said that it's the big three, Kendrick was like, "Bro, like it's not because of this."
yeah,
I think that's what kind of happened.
maybe.
Which is
The
funny because
industry's sticky.
they were trying to get him on that song too, which is funny.
Yeah, so it's like,
Oh, they're trying to get him on the song. Oh yeah,
They're
yeah.
saying that's kind of what
I heard
disrupted
that.
it a little bit too, is that they were trying to get him on first person shooter, and Kendrick's kind of like, wait, you want me to do a song? I am not cool with y'all. Like, what do you mean do
Yeah,
a song? Nah,
maybe.
Future, let me get on this right now.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of.
I don't know.
Pointing to be
Anything
on
that gets unearthed, I don't think it's gonna touch the beefs that we're talking about. That
that's fair.
that had bloodshed and like real shit happen.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see how the Kenny show plays out. But I mean,
Yeah.
I think it'll be regular.
I've seen clips and it does look like a pretty good show. I won't lie.
Yeah, they're
But-
good performers.
I don't. I don't really care to go.
Yeah, let's see what it's like on stage. Let's see if he makes any
Are you
special
going? You look like you're going.
to the Kendrick Lamar show.
Yeah. Why are you tripping over your words? You're like, I mean,
No, because I'm like, what will be different about his Toronto show than his regular show? Like, is he going to take a moment on stage? Like, how's he going to address it?
that's true because you're in the city of your top op. So
Like if I was, like you may want to start. He's kind of mentioned him in between "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe." I've seen him performing that song, and he's kind of, "Hey Drake," and like there's a part of the song that he kind of draws back to him and stuff. So I'm kind of like, are you gonna have little moments in between, or
he performs Poetic Justice?
no? Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe.
Oh,
There's
but
like
Drake's
a
not on
section.
that
I know.
song.
I'm just saying he does do Poetic Justice though. And
he does?
And
He
Rich,
does Poetic Justice?
and Rich Baby Daddy is done on SZA's part too.
Oh, that's Jones.
So it's funny the amount of
Is
Drake.
that-
You can't even avoid Drake.
Is that weird?
Because Drake is.
I think so.
Because if Drake's doing a show, he doesn't have to do anything with either of these guys.
Absolutely not. Drake can never touch any song with either of them on it again, and Drake will be more than fine.
Yeah.
I don't
But
know.
the
I don't
fact
know what
that-
they're going for, but it just sounds like they need it.
But the fact that they're performing Poetic Justice and Rich Baby Daddy,
Yeah.
Shake that ass for Drake at a Kendrick and SZA show is interesting.
that is interesting.
I will say this though, just to be like fair, like if I was like a Philadelphian, right, and it was 2015, and Meek Mill did that, Drake was beefing with Meek Mill, I wouldn't go to that show in Philadelphia. You know, like people gotta.
Do you remember when Meek and Nicki came to Toronto in the middle of that beef?
No.
And there's a video of him doing Dreams and Nightmares, and it is the deadest I've ever seen a group
really?
of people listening
Wait,
to
when
that
did
song.
he do that?
When it was 2015 and they
Yeah.
were beefing, Meek performed, like he was the start, like the opener for the show for him and Nicki. And when he went out to do Dreams
In
and
Toronto?
Nightmares, and it was dead. Like it was the most silent I've ever seen a group of
Oh,
people
wow.
listening to Dreams and Nightmares. So yeah.
Yeah. So you're really with like City standing behind the artist.
Yeah, man, everybody should stand for something, bro. Like, what are we doing? Like, and then it also feeds on like Toronto is known to have an inferiority complex when it comes to the larger North American culture that we're kind of just a part of. Crabs in a bucket and all that shit. And it makes the city look even worse if you're just like piling on, dude. Just because this guy, had the push of a machine or whatever, and then he did that song, and he's coming in your turf, and you're singing along like da-dee-da-dee-da. Nah, are we not better together? You got to pick one.
Yeah, but I think it looks even worse if you're outside at 5 p.m. bumping some In My Feelings and whatnot.
Yeah, I won't be there.
Why does that look worse?
That is, I don't know. I just think that's, come on.
Too far?
Yeah, like it's
Too
what do you-
invested?
How is that helping? Like, how you're not showing up in a way that like looks cool on Drake or something like that. Like, I think that looks corny. You know?
His city.
Nah, do what?
Trap
do-
Money Benny.
No, do what happened when Pusha T came. That is like, I'm kind
No,
of like, okay.
no. That got violent.
Yeah, exactly.
got
Like, if
bad.
you're gonna
No,
really,
you don't
you're-
wanna do that.
If you're
Nah.
office here, if you're really about that, like,
Nah, that
Yo,
got
Clyde
violent.
spreading violence.
no,
Yeah,
I'm
nah.
no, I'm saying if you're gonna do
When I say
something.
grab that ice pick.
Nah.
I'm not
I'll
saying
play, I'll
that.
play,
I'm saying
I'll
if you are going to do something, that makes it look better than
Nah.
a bunch of guys playing songs at 5 p.m. Like,
People got actually hurt.
I'm not
with
saying that he
Pusha
should
T
do that.
stuff.
No, there should be no violence. I think it should be regular. It's his tour stop.
But do you think if Drake hasn't performed in LA since the beef?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I had to Delilah with all on my ice.
But he did say that. But like, do you think that if Drake went to LA, it would have the same sentiments?
There's some people that wouldn't go. But
There's a lot of people who
But
wouldn't
it's
go.
different though. Drake never dissed LA. Drake just kept it personal.
I understand that, but I think there's a lot of people who just would still stand behind Kendrick just on the fact of LA pride and
Yeah, I think there to an extent.
I will say
to an extent,
this.
it'd be like
I
that,
will
yeah.
say this. When I was in Cali, they're gonna play more Drake there than they're gonna play Kendrick in Toronto.
That's true.
Like
they're gonna play more Drake thing. Oh, you think so?
yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
That makes sense. No, you're right.
So he'd still draw a good show out there.
That's what they
Interesting.
told me. Yeah.
Even in American TV shows, they praise Drake. Like Blackish, there was an episode where they're like, "Oh yeah, Drake, this and that." They still
Yeah.
have love for Drake, and that's a California TV show.
Yeah,
It's a whole Atlanta episode about Drake and his parties.
that is true. I mean, and the episode's hilarious, by the way. It's funny, like watching that episode and then actually going to a great Drake party and like seeing the parallels. Like it's really not that far off. It's really not that far off.
It's a cutout of him in his room that they're all taking pictures with.
Oh no, I haven't
I know,
seen
but
that.
just that part.
But I mean, that part was dragging. But like the whole like mystery going there, going on a like a sprinter and then like all that is like.
How many NDAs have you signed?
That's a crazy question. That is a very insane.
You know what's crazy is how she reacted. It's more than one too with that reaction. Like holy smokes, how many have you signed,
What
Zoe?
the hell?
I only know of one.
That is nuts. That is a crazy question because that just makes me sound like someone I'm not. You know what I mean? Like that. Just,
But if you.
Zoe's a woman of principle. That's why they can trust her.
But no, I've signed NDAs for sure. I have.
Hell yeah.
NDAs.
Yeah, you have. Sometimes you have to.
Damn.
But the first NDA I ever signed wasn't even a Drake party.
Yeah. What the hell? Eyes wide shut.
But yeah,
If it's what I remember you telling me this a long time ago. So.
I was not in the country.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Women be in situations,
So
man.
you've got a lot.
No, not a lot. I can't. No, in all honesty, I think I've signed like 4.
Oh hell yeah.
Okay.
That's a lot.
How many NDAs have you signed, Clyde?
None. Never seen an NDA.
Yeah, but you're mad.
Yeah, I think.
And I don't be outside
Oh,
like that.
okay.
So
Like outside of OVO, just all together.
Oh shit, yeah, you be places too.
Probably like 4 or 5, maybe.
Oh
six.
shit.
More than me.
Signed
Oh
NDAs
hell
before.
yeah.
okay, Krista. Damn.
Yeah. All right, you be in situations too.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, you know.
No one's gonna judge Christoph though. They're gonna judge me.
Yeah, facts.
That's
I'm a
crazy.
creative, so I have to sign NDAs.
I'm a creative.
Yeah,
No, you say that you're not. You're not a creative. You're not a creative. When it comes to NDAs, yo, you're so. Yo,
I'm a
Yo,
creator.
messed up, yo.
you're so
I'm a
bougie.
creator.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now she's
Depends
a
on the
creator.
context now.
I am a creator. I'm
Okay.
networking.
All right, bet.
What?
All right, Big Zo.
Yeah.
You are
Alright,
networking.
come on.
Oh,
Facts.
Anyways, let's move on. Cardi B is preparing to drop the song of the summer.
yeah.
She's had a snippet from her new song coming out. It's called Outside. And the girls on TikTok are eating it up.
Oh, so that hasn't dropped yet.
No, it hasn't even dropped yet.
So Cardi does have a heat seeker.
Yeah. And to be honest, I'm always kind of nervous when songs do this because it could really go one of two distinct ways.
Yep.
It could either be so hard and that snippet lives up to the hype, or that snippet could be the peak of the song and the rest of the song is so shit. And that's always what happens when songs drop like that on TikTok.
Well, you played me the snippet. It was like 2 minutes long. It
No, it wasn't.
was just a minute. It was like a verse and a
Probably
hook.
like a minute. Yeah, it was probably just a verse and then like, I don't know if it's a verse and hook. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
But it was about like, I would say probably about a minute. But there's one piece of the song that's about like maybe like 20 seconds. That's
tell
really
the
gold.
people your favorite part.
Yeah,
of
what's the
the
bar
song.
that everyone's...
I'm so small and tiny. He's so big and tall.
You put so much sauce on this.
I'm so small and tiny. He's so big and tall.
Yo, what
Might
the
let him
hell?
dunk this pussy like he dunked the ball.
All right.
Oh my god,
That's the best
there's
part.
gonna be some BBWs on TikTok. singing that part, man.
Yo, why are you claiming it as a
Come
body
on.
positivity anthem already?
Oh my God. Come on. Yeah. Which was so ridiculous. What is wrong with the BBW saying, I'm so small and tiny?
What is right?
Yo,
What are we doing, man?
A BBW can think they're small and tiny.
Yeah.
what is
I mean,
right?
I'm not small and tiny, and I sing that song with my chest.
Yeah,
that part.
Yeah, fair enough.
I am not small and tiny.
It's like Big Sean, I guess.
But Big Sean has a big dick. So that's why they call him Big Sean.
I walked into that one. Yeah. Fuck.
Hey. Yeah, you did.
We heard Big Sean is packing.
All right, man.
You didn't know that?
All right, dog.
You guys didn't know that?
Yo, what's your favorite part of the Cardi B song?
No, you guys actually didn't know that.
No, how did you find out?
I swear it was like a circulating for a while.
He
Like,
says it in his interviews.
yeah. Wait.
He says it. That's how I know because
I didn't
he's
know
been
that.
in his interviews and he's like,
What's happening,
yeah,
man?
I didn't know that.
I might be. I don't know what he. That's yeah. I don't know how he acknowledges it, but he has said it in his interviews. That's how I know.
I didn't
Fucking
know
hell,
that.
man.
I didn't know that that's how he acknowledges. But yeah,
Shout out
I
to June, man.
shout out to June is crazy.
Shout out to Men's Mental Health Month as well.
Yeah,
It's
facts.
funny
Nobody
because
gives a fuck.
I
Nope.
saw it. Oh, it's Men's Mental Health Month this
Yeah,
month?
and Caribbean Heritage Month.
Word.
Word.
Why would we choose June for that? When was
For
Caribbean?
Caribbean Heritage Month and Pride to be the
Yeah,
same.
like what's like there's 11 other months. When did Caribbean Heritage Month start?
Come on.
I don't even know if that's true. Someone just commented that.
Why can't they have it at the same
Nah,
month?
come on.
Yeah, what you want?
No, man.
What you want? We
'Cause
talked
it's-
about how Jamaica's progressed.
Progressed to a certain,
Oh,
you know.
okay. You know what? This is cock sources because somebody commented in the YouTube that was like, "Oh, also happy
Yeah,
Carrot."
yeah.
But apparently in Canada it's October.
Isn't that National Hispanic Heritage Month?
AI Overview is telling me that October is officially proclaimed as Caribbean Heritage Month.
Okay. Come on. There's no way we chose June,
We're
bro.
running out of months, man.
There's no way we chose June.
Yo, come on.
What? What? We're getting overshadowed.
We're getting okay. That's what you're getting
100%.
at.
No,
Okay,
not
you need
because
to-
of like no, but my thing is like, why would we choose a month that is literally like June is known as Pride Month?
Yeah.
So
I don't
for
know
us
if
to
you
try
know
to
how
come
you're
in
coming
like
across.
actually like, well, come on,
Right.
No one's gonna give a fuck.
But why can't you guys just hug February though? Why do you guys need your own like? You guys are black,
No,
right?
yeah, we are black, but still, the history is a little bit different.
Where's Marcus Garvey from? Is he Caribbean? Malcolm
don't
X,
know.
he's Caribbean,
Is he?
I think.
I don't know. That's a bold. That's a
Malcolm X is Caribbean, I think.
From where? What
And he's
island?
light,
Starts
and he's
with a B?
biracial, isn't he? Yeah, Marcus Garvey is from St. Anne's. And
St. Anne's what?
Bay.
Where?
Jamaica.
Oh, there we go.
Really?
Yes.
There you go.
Who did- who
Wait,
else did you
Malcolm
ask?
X.
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X, I'm looking up. I
he's-
said Marcus Garvey is
Oh,
Marcus
where's
Garvey.
Malcolm X from?
I'm looking that up.
Yeah.
I don't think Malcolm X is.
Bermudian, I think. Something like something. Help me out.
I don't know.
I'm rolling the
Internet's
dice
fucking
here.
up right now. I'm ready.
I'm rolling the
ready
dice.
I don't know.
We're gonna hit on 6.
Can you
Might
not
have to
find
go
it?
on data
I'm going
for
on
that.
Chat
Jesus.
GPT. I'll ask it right now.
Yeah, Malcolm X.
Oh my God.
Malcolm X was born in Omaha, Nebraska.
Mm-hmm.
He was the fourth of 7 children of Grenada
Yeah.
born Luis Little and Georgian born Earl.
There you go.
So his
He's half
ethnicity
Grenadian.
is half Grenadian.
Yeah, there you go.
Ethnicity.
Oh, well, close enough.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
His mom, who raised him, is Grenadian.
All right. I guess.
Yeah,
Sure.
so we're it's all intertwined. Shout out to Pan Africanism.
All right. What were we talking about again? We went from, how did we go from Cardi B to...
I'm trying to change the subject from Big Sean. Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, back to Cardi B. So, how do we feel about, we have the girls are feeling it. Do we think that this has the leg to be one of the summer anthems? I think she needs to drop it.
Yeah.
Because it's a whole song.
Yeah.
Summer
it's what Cardi,
anthems have a
like,
great
is-
job.
Any song, like even women that are in a 10-year marriage, any song where they could really feel like a whore.
Oh,
I gotta say
okay,
it was a
come on.
hard age.
No.
That's not, okay, no.
They
pump
love
the brakes.
that though.
Pump the brakes. Not any song you feel like a whore.
But it's genuine though.
He's
Read-
saying
read-
something real too, and it
yeah.
sounds kind of crazy coming
Read
from
the-
a man.
Read
but
the
like,
bars off.
I
We could
got
go
it.
lick for lick. We could go cheat for cheat.
That's what she said. She goes,
So we can go band for band.
we can go bar for bar. We can go lick for lick. Hold on, wait.
Yeah. It taps into like a certain essence.
the last time I'll tell the story after.
Niggas too off, of course, and listen to Future. I just fucked your bitch in some Gucci flip flops. They're fantasizing. They're like, yeah, I'm that
Cardi
nigga.
B does give those anthems for women like that. I think I'm just remembering.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so
I
as
got a
of right
story
now,
after.
from what has been released from the snippet, it's let's go wrong for wrong.
Yeah.
Let's go lick for lick.
Facts.
If I can handle that, let me see you handle this.
Yes.
Do you how you do me? Bet you won't. Do you how you do me? Bet you we won't speak again. Favorite player from your favorite team? He in my DMs.
Come on.
I'm so small and tiny. He's so big and tall. Might let him dunk this pussy like he dunked the ball. And that's that little snippet.
Well, yeah. And maybe it's less about being promiscuous and more about, getting your lick back in general.
I'm going
Liberation.
out.
Yeah.
I'm outside because it's hot out. You was playing games. Now you on timeout. Where them fine niggas? I'm trying to find niggas. I've been cuffed up too long. Let me remind niggas.
Yeah. You know what? The reason it's going to do well is because it's not repetitive. Because maybe WAP is more of what I was saying before.
You mean WAP was very repetitive?
No. She's not repeating the same concept.
Oh,
maybe
WAP is a whole song.
Make you enjoy being a whore, type, like what you're saying.
So
Yeah.
maybe WAP is more like that of what I was just talking about.
Yeah, okay.
This
keep going.
this is all about the fantasy of getting back to men who've wronged you before.
Yeah.
So
Or not caring about. I feel like a lot of songs where like you don't care about niggas.
yeah.
Those are songs that bang.
Okay,
Like
facts.
fuck nigga free.
Okay, word.
Act up.
Yeah.
Like those where you're like, yo, like I don't need a man like this, this, and that.
You could get, oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Real ass bitch, give a fuck about a nigga.
Yeah.
Like it's songs where like girls are
I'll
putting
rap
men
that part too.
on the.
Facts.
Really?
I'm rapping that part.
You say real ass bitch, give a
Yeah,
fuck.
facts. Everybody else focus on everything else. Look at me. Look at me in the club with that song.
Word. All right, Lucho.
You are insane.
They were flowing.
But yeah, no, you're right. Every like anthem, every major song is about, I don't want to say like women empowerment.
yeah.
But it is kind of in a sense where it's like, yeah, like you don't care about these niggas, like you do thing. I'm FREE fuck nigga free.
I think we need music like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's tapping in to some type of like visceral element that women really fuck with, and those are the songs from Cardi B that blow up.
It is a visceral element because it creates a visceral reaction with men too. I'll never forget the last time I was getting my haircut most recently, and my barber's kind of like an older guy, and he just lets his playlist go. And I guess he reached the end of his playlist, and it was playing, like, you know, Spotify will play like the radio for an artist or something. I don't know how, but WAP ended up in that mix. So WAP starts playing in the barber
Why you
shop.
getting your haircut?
Yeah. So I'm getting my haircut. My barber kind of walks over to like the register front area because he needed to get something or whatever. And then like another dude was getting his haircut at the same time, and his barber kind of got up to go help him with something.
Yeah.
The way that the guy was getting his haircut, like half of his hair is like, he looks crazy and everything, like stands up and is kind of like talking to my barber like, bro, you need to change this song like right now.
What song?
WAP.
Oh, come on.
And my barber's like, nah,
bro.
you gotta let it go the whole way through. Like, you know, like, he read it.
What?
He's an old head.
Insane.
Holy shit! He probably doesn't even understand.
So it
what's
might
happening.
be the older heads that are more supportive of this because
Hell no.
The YN got up at mid haircut.
Yeah, because he could understand the slang.
Oh, God.
Because
So Zoe, give me.
niggas were disgusted when WAP came out.
I'd be disgusted too. So Zoe, we were talking about, you know, we were day partying last weekend. Who are your day party main characters?
Oh, okay. I saw a TikTok, right? It was like a skit about day party main characters. The guys who wear matching sets with that like makeup bag looking clutch under their arm. Those are the worst types of niggas at a day party.
I was bewildered when you posted this.
Like the
that happened.
absolutely worst type of nigga at a day
That's
party.
real? Like the bag tucking under?
You've never seen a-
No, I haven't.
Oh,
I've
it's-
never seen that. I
it's
thought you were
very-
making shit up.
It is real as hell.
That's crazy.
It is real as hell.
diabolical.
And they have sunglasses on, a button-down shirt with matching shorts, and a makeup bag tucked under their arm. Bring back, listen. And I don't want to sound, what's the word? It's not-
Homophobic?
No. I don't want to sound like, what am I trying to say here?
Sexist?
Is sexist the word?
No, judgmental. I don't know. Like you're
Maybe. I don't
you're
wanna
doing a
sound
lot of things
judgmental.
right now.
But my point is, like, men need to use their pockets.
Okay, I get it. Okay,
I don't like the purse thing.
you don't. Okay, you don't
Like,
want
why
it
do
too
you
much
have
of
a
a
clutch?
traditionalist. Maybe. Okay.
I agree. I think the way that, you can't be holding it under your arm like
And
that.
even when I won't lie, it's not for me, but I don't mind when guys wear a side bag depending on how they style it.
Yeah.
But some side bags looking pursy.
You need a real man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
side bags are giving, that's a purse, nigga.
I don't know how to 2025 my way out of it. I don't think men should be carrying bags like that in that sort of manner at all.
It's
No.
like I said, to me, it's like,
Yeah.
like I said, I don't mind. If it's styled properly, side bags can go off. You know what I'm saying? Put
Yeah,
around.
you can't be tucking. That is
But the
just
under
can't-
the
it can't
armpit,
be
insanity. Like,
I don't even have anything that I can use as an example, but like having a bag
Isn't
with
that
like
your
no
bag?
handles or nothing, just like
that's kind of how I feel too. You shouldn't really have a bag that you should be able to do that with. Like, that's kind of.
Can't do the chicken wing. You
No,
can't,
that is so. Like,
you can't walk around with a chicken
when you
wing.
posted that, I was kind of like, "What nonsense are
because
you posting?"
also as a man, what are you bringing with you that you need to have an under the armpit bag?
I guess these people don't have pockets. It's like a rompim,
Okay, but what are you bringing?
a phone and wallet and keys.
And you can't fit any of that in your pockets.
Do they? Are they? What are the one like? Do they not have pockets?
What?
Like is
I
it
feel
is it
like-
like the rompim?
I feel like almost every piece of
Men
clothes.
should have pockets.
Yeah, I don't feel like I've ever
Okay,
seen
okay.
a pants on a man that doesn't have pockets. Like that's a number one sign that like it's a man's pant.
Yeah. Damn, that's
Like
why those
sometimes
shorts are so
women's
short.
pants don't have pockets, or like they have the fake pockets that don't open.
Yeah.
But I've never seen man pants without pockets.
Okay. No, I listen. You're trying to make me defend them. I have no defense for them. There's
Or just get a side bag that looks cool.
yeah.
But the
You need
makeup bag, like the toiletry bag that you put under your armpit,
the next
I
time you
hate it.
see them, can you interview them instead of dapping up with tens? Do that.
interview the side bag.
Yeah, say why.
Or the under the armpit bag.
know,
Yeah,
that's some good content.
Ask them
Man,
why.
I like
bro.
that.
Dapping up tens is dead.
it is dead.
Like
Because y'all are not dapping up
it's,
to 10s.
it's become
You're
way
dapping
too.
up to 5s.
It's disingenuous.
But I will say this though, like you guys are kind of mean, man.
yeah.
Why?
Like
Why?
y'all see like one video where to you that person wasn't a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
And then I'm not saying you specifically did it, but a lot of people come to social media and we know the video they're talking about, right? They're like, y'all not even dapping up 10s anymore. That's not mean.
No.
We know the people they're talking about.
Do we know them? Who?
People could put 2 and 2. Like a viral dapping up 10s happens at an event that we've all been to.
Right.
And then someone posts, y'all niggas not dapping up 10s anymore. That's not wild.
No. I don't
Niggas
think
are
so.
mean, yo.
I mean, but
Fuck's going on?
you
You can't call people beat no
if
more.
you were dapping up 10s, then you wouldn't have that. When I did my dapping up 10s video, a lot of people were like, yo, finally. Like,
Finally they're
someone who would
actually
actually
doing
go,
it?
like, finding 10s.
But like, what's people's beef with people calling others attractive?
Because you can't do a dapping up 10s video and dap up 5s. It's not called dapping
But
up
maybe
5s.
there are 10s to the person who
No,
dapped them
come
up.
on. No, you know.
What do you mean?
You know, bro.
They're
Yeah, when
usu-
that liquor be hitting?
No. No. I feel like I have a good eye of
Now
like,
she look like
even
Beyonce.
if this person like might not be a 10 to me, I know that this could be a 10 to the masses.
Could it be
I
a
have
10 to
good eye.
someone?
No, but it gotta be the masses, bro. It's called dapping up 10 for a reason.
Conventionally attractive.
Thank you.
But even
That's
conventional.
not. Hold on. I'm kind of joking.
Yeah,
about
but
that.
even
No, but facts, though.
even
That's what it's
conventionally
called.
attractive is not objective. We're
Is it
gonna,
not?
we're gonna have 2 different takes.
You have a bunch of light skinned people.
No, that's not true.
Well, conventional
not true
attractive
at all.
is like what society deems is like all
'Cause-
that shit. It's not actual like objective like attractiveness. It's the things
Yeah.
that are palatable and what.
Listen, we don't want to get down and dirty to why we think anybody's attractive.
Why?
It's gonna get problematic.
yeah, we're already getting there.
Anybody.
Why?
You could call it, if you don't want to call it texturism, if you don't want to call it colorism, now you could call it featureism.
Feet? Why? Because
Name me an ugly nigga.
an ugly nigga?
Yeah.
No, come on. I don't want to.
Exactly.
Then I could break it down why you think that. Because of certain traits of their body.
Try to think of who I think is ugly.
That you're like ready to just name.
No one's ugly because they're a bad person. They're ugly because of shit that they were born with.
Okay, I'll bring this guy up because he's almost referenced as an ugly dude in pop culture and rap lyrics, but Craig Mack.
Yeah.
I can't even picture Craig Mack right now. Can't even picture.
Sam Cassell. Ugly nigga.
Another guy that people reference in rap lyrics. Like, this shit about to get ugly. Sam Cassell. Like, you know.
I need to see. I need to see. Or like, I don't like calling
Listen,
people
if-
ugly though.
Okay, maybe that was too inflammatory.
Maybe someone who is really not attractive to me.
But he's right, though. If you have to break down the science of why you don't find
Everyone.
somebody unattractive or
Like
you find
Elon
them
Musk
ugly.
is repulsive.
Okay. So,
Like that man is ugly.
There are rappers that literally call themselves ugly in the name. So
yeah,
it's ugly God.
that Biggie, right?
Yeah, he would call himself ugly.
Black and ugly
Black
as
and
ever.
ugly as ever. Yeah,
know?
but was Biggie really?
Zoe's trying to. Yo, guys, Zoe's
No,
trying
I
to.
want you to unpack what you said too. Was Biggie really what?
Were you trying to squint and see if Biggie was attractive?
I'm trying to think in my brain.
No,
Was
I
he?
mean, there's a big discussion to be had about how finding anybody attractive or finding anyone ugly, when you dig down deep enough, is problematic anyway. You know, but yeah, I think we could just be nicer to people, especially shit that they can't change.
Yeah.
You should be nicer to fat people then.
But they can change that though.
You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what?
You almost landed the plane with no
You know
turbulence
what?
and everything too.
You
There's
know
a
what?
little bump in the
No. Shout out to fat people too. You know?
What do you think about now that Tinder is adding the height preference?
Oh,
Like social dating apps now, they're allowing women to filter things by height.
I love to see it.
Yeah. Honestly, I got no problem with that because you know, a lot of dudes were trying to be like, you could just like they should just do weight back, and that's just like logistically impossible. Like, because again, you could lose it or gain it whenever you want.
And people are gonna lie. I feel like niggas are lying about their height on dating apps.
You can eyeball someone's height when you see them. Yeah. Like with like a 2-inch difference maybe, but like. I have no idea how much like Meg Thee Stallion weighs. You know what I mean? She could say a number from that varies 75 pounds. I'll be like, bet. Like, I don't know.
This is true. Yeah, it's hard to eyeball women's weight
But yeah, that's true because there's so many factors when it comes to weight. Yeah. But even like, I feel like, okay, for example, this guy I was walking with. He's tall, and we were out, and he was like, I think he's probably like 6'4", 6'5". He was like, yo, like, how tall are you? And I was like, yeah, well, like 5'7", 5'8". And he was like, what? No, you're not. And I was like, what, you think I'm taller? He's like, you're like 5'4", 5'5". I was like, 5'4".
That's funny.
5'5". I've never heard anyone in my life refer to me as 5'4", 5'5". Yeah. I just like look at my tippy toes after that. Yeah, that turns you on. Don't just be I'm so small and tiny. He's so big and
yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Well, I was like 5'5". Ooh, getting small. Yeah. I've never in my life as a man, I've been like, yeah, she's a short girl. I've been tall my entire life. Yeah. So for him to be like, oh, you're like 5'5", I was like, are you crazy?
You're tall. You're not OD tall, but you're tall.
I think I'm OD tall.
I feel like 6'4", 6'5" isn't even tall enough to have that type of discrepancy, you know?
What are you trying to say?
He might have been running game though.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you?
He was trying to make me feel small and tiny.
Like when you're 6'7" and 8, that's when you can kind of like, oh, you're 4'11", aren't you? Like you can kind of have a bad perception.
I don't remember how. Maybe he's like 6. I don't think maybe max 6'6". I think he's probably about 6'5". Okay. I'd give him like 6'5". Yeah, he was tall.
Tyrese Halliburton height.
But he was like really like 5'5". I was like. You trying to get this pussy like you don't do all.
This song's going viral on your Apple Music.
Okay.
I need to stop. All right.
Who are the other main characters? Was one main character?
Yeah, it was that main character. I'm trying to think of like girl version of main. Like, what's the girl main character at a day party?
At a day party behind the DJ.
Yep.
Facts. Yo. Is that main character thing?
Yeah, I fuck with it if you go, that's your boy, whatever, you say, hey.
Because I know a lot of DJs.
Yeah, go say hi, whatever. Turn up for a song or two, but like you're there the whole time.
When there's a bunch of girls in the DJ booth and you can tell the DJ's like, yo, do you know them? Like, I don't like that.
Oh, no, I'll never go to DJ booth if I don't know them.
Yeah,
no
that
way.
Could be a little.
But I don't like to post up all the time behind the DJ. Yeah. But I'll go for a bit.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll hail mans, whatever, and I'll come back out. But yeah, to be there though, especially if you're there for like your like a friend set or whatever, yeah, you gotta have a DJ a little bit. But
that's why it's so funny to watch those boiler room sets in real life or the boiler room like sets in real life. It's so unnatural.
Yeah.
It's like a crowd of people that won't move and will act like there's no space. And there's so much space in the venue.
Yeah.
I've never seen one of those like real life.
I'll go because they're playing music, they're playing sick mixes, they're trying new things. But I'm in the back, I'm in the cut, just looking at it. And it looks so funny from afar.
As someone who edits,
because they're trying to ram out behind the DJ, but it's actually so much.
They're trying to do a viral moment. They're trying to be like that person in the lady in the K-Tronada video that looked a little musty. That was just
She didn't look musty.
What? Yes, she did.
God,
she was sweating.
Yeah, you can't take that down after the club.
It's fair.
Oh my God, she didn't take anything down after the club.
Yeah.
The water is crazy.
No further questions, Your Honor.
You shouldn't be taking down anything like that after the club.
Like that?
No, not. I don't mean
asking
like
the real
that.
question.
I mean, you shouldn't be taking down anything to that level. Anything, any woman, like after the club.
Why you calling women things?
Woman, man, nothing should be taken down after the club. I don't think so personally.
If you just met them that night.
even if I'm in a relationship, like I have to, like I think we both need to shower.
Oh, you're talking about the shower part. Oh, yeah.
What else would I be talking
No,
about?
I thought you meant like, no, like never one night stand type shit.
I'm not into that either. But even if I have a man and we go out party together, like we gotta.
Yeah, we've
shower.
been through this before, but yo, I know there's been a couple nights where Zoe just said fuck it, bro.
Yep.
Zoe be acting too perfect, yo.
I know.
Not
Like,
perfect,
like,
but I just have like.
No, black people in general, like they act cleanliness
know.
next to godliness.
No.
Oh my god, like every pore of my body's always clean. Shut up.
Okay.
I've never
The
used
sex
regular
is
lotion
dirty,
for my
bro.
face. Like, yeah, like,
What are we doing?
Time out.
Get her.
I know you have. Dog.
No, the thing is, it's like yes, I just get like I have OCD.
Yeah.
A little bit. But I don't lie. I saw a TikTok where it's like that one friend that overshowers on vacation. That shit pisses me off.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I shower on vacation. I'll shower in the morning or like in the day and at night.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not showering. Okay, we wake up, shower before breakfast. We come back to the room, shower before we hit the beach. We come back to the beach. Like, bro, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not
Yeah,
showering 4 or 5 times. Oh, you gotta shower before dinner. You gotta shower. Like, no.
Okay.
Shower when you wake up. If you have a really crazy day, shower before dinner or shower before the night, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like when I'm in Jamaica, I shower twice a day.
Yeah, you weren't holding us back.
Yeah. So, what'd you say?
You weren't holding us back.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like I would get up and shower before we go out. We would shower.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Sometimes if you come back and it was hot, we would shower, rinse off quick.
Yeah, it's some women that just
But some people would shower after every 3
every
steps.
meal.
Like, bro, I'm not doing that, dog. Like, get out of here, bro.
Yeah.
But I also think, like I said, if it's like a hot club, like if it was hot, I'm showering, bro.
Yeah,
Or at least
see, now she's bringing qualifiers.
No,
this
but
is what she does.
What do you mean? Most clubs are hot, though.
Yeah, but you're saying if. Before it was absolute.
But yeah,
I've
absolute, because a club
I've
is
never
hot.
done this. And now it's
A
like,
club
now
is hot.
Okay. Well, in a day party.
But my thing is, I'm not like exfoliate. I'm just gonna like jump in, jump out type shit.
Alright.
So I'm already getting naked anyways. Let me just hop in, like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, it's gonna kill the vibe that much.
Nah, but I'm sure you've gotten to it before. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'm sure you have.
Moral of the story: Zoe is the main character.
Came straight from the club, straight to bed coochie.
Facts.
It's happened.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Not even a whole bath?
No.
I don't think so. What if I don't. Huh?
Pound town.
Nah, I don't think so. Straight to the house pound town?
Yes.
You don't even use in the bathroom first?
Sometimes it's needed.
What's needed? My thing is, okay, think of it logistically, right? You're at the club, you know? It's a little hot. Maybe not gross, but a little hot. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. You go back to the crib. Like, we're not like stripping each other down, like kissing through the door type shit. No one does that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you're gonna, like, are you gonna use the bathroom? Am I gonna use the bathroom?
Yeah, more times you're gonna wind down, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, so when
But
you wind
sometimes
down,
it
Yeah,
don't,
like
man.
it's happened once or twice where you know.
Like, come on,
yeah,
you just
yeah.
get to it. This the same girl that says, oh, yeah, I wait on my bed butt naked because I want to get straight to it. Which one is it?
yeah, but I'm fresh though.
Yeah, but sometimes you want to get straight to it, though.
You never get straight to it.
It works
I
both
feel like
ways.
there's always a wind, like a little, like at least if it's like a couple like seconds.
When you die, like we talked in the beginning about having alcohol deaths and stuff like that. You're
I'm
still
not fucking after that.
okay,
though.
but you're showering, like even that, like you don't just come home and die.
Oh yeah, for sure. But that's different.
Okay, we're talking strictly just fucking.
I
Then?
feel like if you're having sex, you gotta just at least like.
All right.
Yeah,
right.
most of the time.
I'm going to
Yeah.
ask all your partners. I'm going to ask each and every one of them. And we'll see what they say, okay? All right? They will put an end to this.
What's the bag looking like?
All my partners, if they've ever fucked me after the club,
Yes. I'm on a mission now.
that's insane. I would never, ever tell you.
Patreon dropping soon, guys.
I would never tell you who I have sex with. Ever.
You'd never have them on this pod.
Men that I've had sex with, absolutely not.
What would the bag have to be to do some like you know? Like,
There's never been a man that I've had sex with on this show. And
Well,
I
that's
think
not what I was at. I was just saying for you to do. You know, how some people do the pod with their exes or someone that they've been with before, and like.
Yo, I don't know. It would take a lot.
Remember what Jafina did? Like, you know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like something in that
It
vein.
would take a lot for a nigga that has been in my crevices
Oh my
to
God.
sit in a chair on this
That was
pod.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
That would throw me.
I think for all of us, we'd say the same.
Yeah, I think we would.
Like I don't. But I don't even know. Because what is he on the show for?
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
it'll
what
get
do you-
wild personal, right?
What do you want to talk about here?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't know how you do it.
Man,
Did I say the sex was trash? Now what?
this ain't that type of show. Yeah.
Maybe one day.
We're not hurt, Bay. Yeah, we're not that.
Maybe one day. We'll see.
Have
Like
one
I
of
don't know
your-
if I'd ever have like if I was ever like
Some old
dating a
work?
man, I would never have my man on the show.
Say that again.
Like if I was in a relationship, I
you
don't
would
think I'd
never
ever have
your
my man on the
Yeah,
show.
you would. I can see that
you were
happening.
in a relationship.
You think
that-
so?
Yeah. Like if you guys got married or some shit, like yeah.
Like we were like locked in.
Yeah, I
I would
can see
have my
that.
man on.
You think we're still doing a show? So it's a relationship.
I think so.
Why would we stop?
Why would we
Clyde?
stop?
I
Yo,
just
get
don't-
on his ass. Why would we? Why would we stop? Clyde?
I just don't think it would work out.
Oh,
Why?
Her priorities gonna change?
Yeah.
Wow.
That the pod would fall behind? Hell
Wow.
no. Hell no.
You think he says you're a mom clown?
Hell no.
Just,
I don't know. That's exactly what I said.
No. It definitely wouldn't.
I
Every
just
nigga
think
that,
when you do something, you take it very serious, and I
No.
feel like that's like the next part of your life.
No,
Like, you know,
absolutely.
type shit.
When I'm in a relationship, I'm definitely very serious. But like every nigga that like I've dated or talked to while it's they know like yo like Tuesday at night, don't expect anything from me.
yeah, that's real.
They all know.
You draw that line.
Like dead ass, they know.
Hey,
like
before we get started, I just need Tuesday nights.
no, I
You're
swear to
not
God,
gonna-
they all know. Tuesday
Can't
nights,
count
I'm
on
not.
me.
Yeah, like if you don't hear from me after 8 p.m., it's because I'm potting. Tuesday nights, don't ask me to go out. Like there's no half price movie night. Like I have to pot.
Yo, we really did give up the half price
We
movie
did
night.
because yo, so many times I've been asked to go to movies on a Tuesday. I'm like, fuck.
We gave those up, yeah.
You gave a half price movie night and wine night at Cactus.
And some wine nights. And we gave up some Raptors games. Fuck.
Yeah.
We sacrificed a lot of marquee matchups too for ball.
For ball.
Wait, is the finals today? Game
Better
three?
not be, man.
I think
it's Wednesday.
Oh, it's Wednesday. Okay, I
hope.
thought it goes Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday in the finals.
Usually it does, doesn't it?
Yeah,
So what? There was a game on today? No,
I think so. Doesn't it go Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday?
tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
Yo,
Yeah.
are we talking about that at all?
We can briefly touch on it.
I want to talk about how they're marketing Tyrese Halliburton right now. Because I think they're trying to call him the moment. That's what they're trying to make his nickname. Like NBA media, is trying to do that. And he already has one of the best nicknames that I've ever seen for an NBA player.
What?
The Halliban.
The Halliburton.
But they can't market that.
They can't market.
Halliburton is
Just
crazy.
terrorizing all these.
The Halliban just straight New York.
Oh my god!
Type shit. Mr.
That's
Thibodeau,
great.
the Pacers have won game 2.
Oh my
That
god!
comeback was 9/11. Yeah. Okay.
The Halliburton has hit New York is insane,
Halliburton.
but I kind of like it. Got a ring
That's
to
fire.
it.
I think that's
a tough
that's a
ass
great
name.
nickname.
That's
That's-
a ring to
he
it.
should
But
lean into
yeah,
that.
you can't market that.
Charles Barkley would lean into that.
Yeah, you could call him that.
Yeah, you definitely can't market that.
But yeah, I think that was crazy. Y'all watch game 1?
I did. I mean, I won't lie. No, I didn't watch game 1 because I was watching and I was like, all right, like this is not. I don't know how much they were down. So I was like, all right, like OKC got this.
And that's
the
what
Pacers.
And that's
Yeah,
what
I
I
know.
did for game 1 of the New York series. Was
Yeah,
like, saw the
so-
fourth quarter. They ain't got it.
Oh, I watched game 1 of the New York series. Yeah,
exactly.
Where he did the.
Yo,
Choke.
That is. You think that's the noise he was making when he did it?
he did a BDSM choke, man.
Like it wasn't giving the
okay.
Reggie Miller
That's
like
what
the
y'all got out
actual
of it.
like he was giving like
That nigga was choking on a ball.
so small and
Can
tiny.
you stop fake choking yourself, though?
Sorry, why?
It's making me uncomfortable.
I'm so small and tiny.
All right.
He's so big at that. Yeah, anyways. But that's what I was giving. But I mean, what was I saying again? Yeah, I didn't watch most of the game. I watched like the first half and I was like, all right, yeah, this is whatever. And it's funny because like right when it ended, I got a text like, yo, did you see that? And I was like, yo, don't tell me like something happened. I checked the score and it was like 111, 110. And I was like, what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened?
Taliban striked again. The Halliban.
And he was like, yo, Tyrese Halliburton game winner. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah. That was a great game. You missed out.
Face of the league.
I think game 2 it was a blowout. So I was like, all right, fuck it, man.
Yeah, game 2 is kind of. I mean, I watch Shay cook, but yeah. for the
Yeah,
most
but it
part,
wasn't
yeah.
giving like back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Shay's gonna get his finals MVP.
But you still think it's gonna be OKC?
Yeah.
Because some people said that they were gonna get swept.
Who?
I heard people
Oh, so
were-
it said Pacers were gonna.
Yeah.
I said it was
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
a quick 5 games, and
People
it might
said
still.
that
But
Pace like Indiana's not even get one up against OKC, and they took one at home. One at home in OKC.
not with the face of the league on your team. Not with one of the top 5 players in the league on your team.
What were you talking about?
Hallie.
Shit. I think about
Halliburton.
Shea.
Halliburton.
Oh, he's the best player in the league.
Halliburton's like top 20.
Yeah. Nah, he's face of the league.
He's face league.
You do that shit to New York. You're the face of the league.
This is some light skin collusion, man.
Yeah, we back. We are so back. Tatum couldn't do it. Halliburton got us.
I mean, Tatum. I guess he wasn't Finals MVP.
And I don't think he's biracial. I don't think he's.
You don't think what?
I don't think he has white parents, does he?
Who?
Tatum. Isn't one of his
No,
parents, or
I
both
think-
of them really light? Or
I think his
something?
mom is like mixed, super light skin, and then his dad I think is like also like
Whatever.
black.
Just light
something.
skin, yo. Same shit, yo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so.
But I mean, yeah, we'll see. Okay, calm down. Oh,
Getting her to agree with it now. She's coming around.
That
She's
was
coming
good. That
around.
was good.
oh my god.
So what we say? OKC in 6?
Yeah,
OKC in 6.
OKC in 6.
absolutely.
All right.
And I'm
not
posting
mad at it.
my prediction as soon as they win.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. So what were you watching instead? Were you watching Love Island? Is that what you were doing instead of finishing?
I think I was literally just like laying in bed. like, you know when like you shower, you just like get so comfortable, you just lay down.
Yeah, I've been there.
That's
yeah.
what I was doing. And then I got the text.
You don't even want to touch the remote. You just,
I don't have a TV in my room. I don't believe in TVs in the bedroom.
Okay, no, that's me neither.
I don't like it.
Really?
Yeah. Even like my mom put one there when I was in like high school, and I was like, yeah, I'm not.
Y'all were living room kids growing up.
I'm a super living room person. Like
It means
to
the
this
whole
day,
family chills together. Like,
Yeah.
You know what they say? If you were a bedroom kid or a living room kid, y'all were living room.
I'm definitely a living room kid. Yeah.
Word,
So
word.
even to this day, like I'll watch all my shows in the family room, like anything. I'll watch in the family, like games, blah, blah. And then I might like, if I'm it's late at night and I don't want to go back downstairs, I might put it on my laptop.
Yeah.
But I don't have a TV in my room.
That's good. That's healthy.
I
I'm
don't
very
like it.
pro.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
very like bedroom kid, TV in your room, eat.
Like even
in
when I
your
lived on my
That
own,
shit probably fucked you up.
Yeah.
you ate in your room?
Sometimes.
My
Oh
mom-
no, not as a kid. I'm saying like now.
Even
I'm
as
like
an adult?
sometimes
Oh,
I'll have
hell
sometimes
no.
I'll have a meal in my room. Yeah.
In your room?
Sometimes, yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah, no, I mean, like,
When I was a kid and stuff. No, I wasn't eating regularly in my room.
Yeah.
like I said. I'm saying.
but also like, you know, sometimes your roommate might have someone over.
yeah, like
And you're eating in the room?
I've done it.
it's very
A
much
meal?
an antisocial
Oh,
thing for
roommate,
sure.
you have your
yeah.
own place.
No, not now anymore. But when I had roommates, yeah.
No.
Sometimes, yeah, you may be
Yeah,
feeling a little
just put
antisocial.
food on my desk, laptop, eat, yeah.
What?
Why does
you
it
know,
sound so
and you know
foreign?
what? They're kind of correlated too. If like you don't, wherever you're living, you don't have like the TV or living room, whatever type situation. So you're going to your room because you watch your shows or whatever you're watching in your room.
Yeah, I mean,
Like that's how that happened to me.
don't
Like
know.
when I moved out.
when you had roommates, you didn't do that?
No.
Oh, okay.
We would like eat in the family room and then we would like go chill in my room. But like eating in my room?
Yeah, damn.
Where, on the bed?
No,
Fuck outta here.
not on the bed. She's looking at me with those black people disgust eyes. But they're like, you nasty.
Yeah.
I'm cleaner than you.
I just think it's just like people who like eat in your bedroom, bro.
Yeah. I have a 1-2 meal there.
Meal? Not even like maybe like a cookie.
Okay, that like I'm not cooking. Yeah, like a 1-2 meal. Something you ate. You picked up some food or something.
Did you ever live in a dorm?
Dorm? No.
So everybody that's lived in a dorm has eaten in their dorm. Every person listening to this is like, how is this concept foreign to her?
Damn, that's how y'all living?
But even when I lived in like a shared house,
Dorm.
I ate in the living area.
Yeah, but
Like the
that's
common area,
It's
like
gonna
where
be
the-
rare for most people. If they live in a dorm, you
So
know.
when you eat on like your desk, I guess.
Yeah, you do.
Some situations
Yeah.
make sense though, because like for myself, I design and edit, so sometimes if I'm on a rush, then I'll eat in my room. So I'm
Okay.
half and half personally.
But on the desk though.
on my desk, absolutely not on my bed, never.
Okay.
On my bed.
Yeah,
but now
on your bed,
okay,
you're wilding.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
give. Okay, fine. I'll give grace to the students.
Yeah.
You know, now as an adult, you are eating in your bedroom.
Once in a while, sometimes I will eat something in my room. Yeah.
No.
When I was roommates,
I live in a house, a full house,
yeah.
and I'm not eating in my room.
Most of the time, yeah, I eat in the living room
Even
or
if I
whatever.
lived in an apartment, I am not eating in my bedroom.
Cap.
If I like,
Cap.
The most you'll get in my bedroom is maybe like a cookie late at night.
Cap.
Max.
and I'm saying,
I promise you.
And I'm saying, if I got a junior chicken from McDonald's, like
And
that
you're
might,
eating it in your bedroom.
I may eat
Why
that
is
in my
it so
room.
foreign to
No,
Zach?
Why is
guys, come
that's
on,
crazy
yo.
to eat
Nah,
a junior
yo.
chicken in your bedroom.
Have you ever roomed with people you don't know?
Don't know? No.
Yeah, like
That you
that's
found on Kijiji or some shit.
Oh, well, when I lived in a shared house, yeah, I didn't know them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so in that situation, you had a desk in your room or whatever. You had your laptop and stuff.
That's different. That's what we're doing. But I said I gave the grace to students. But you live in your own place.
yeah.
Niggas live like that past being students.
No, man. I just feel like once you have your own
I
place.
think when I think about it, because we're unpacking it, I think it comes from being like antisocial. I want to have a meal and no one say a fucking thing to me. Like that's kind of
you have a desk in your room?
Yeah.
And you eat at your desk in your room?
Yeah.
At 30 years old?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No, man, I can't.
You gotta relax, man.
Nah. You have a living room.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to nobody.
Put your headphones in. I don't know. Maybe the way I was, like, my mom was very like, you eat at the table.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, my mom was very like, to this day, like, if you're home, you eat at you don't eat in your room.
You're very weirdly principled about this. So
Yeah.
this is
Even like you have dinner, we have dinner together, everyone eats at the table. You have breakfast, you eat at the table. Like,
I do
when
think
my
that's
sister's
healthy.
running around in the morning eating her bowl, I'm like, are you crazy?
Yeah.
I do that shit too. Like, yeah,
Oh,
like I'm not.
hell no.
Yeah.
I do think it fosters
Like
a
eating
healthy
on the go
dynamic.
and
One
stuff,
time,
like-
I saw a bowl in our bathroom and I was like, are you out of your fucking
Okay.
mind?
I don't know about that. I've never eaten in the
She was like,
washroom.
oh, I was eating while I was getting ready. And I was like,
Bathroom is off limits. That's disgusting.
Yeah, I've never brought food into the washroom before.
Yeah.
But
but even when she's like running around upstairs, like in between like the room and the bathroom, and she's eating and blah, and she's going like
Nah,
downstairs,
that's-
upstairs, and she's eating a bowl of cereal, and I'm like,
My dirtophobia.
bro, just sit down, and eat your cereal. Even today, I got ready, sat down, ate 2 bowls of Frosted Flakes at the table.
all right.
Oh my god. Anyways,
Yeah.
let's what's it called? What am I saying? Love Island. Let's
Yeah.
end this with Love Island.
I'll take it. Like when I think about it too, I don't know if I eat anything like with a plate. Like when you say meal, you're like I'm thinking about it too. Like it's very in passing, like kind of shit, like you order or something like that.
You eat a Popeyes meal in your room?
Facts.
You're a
I've
sicko.
eaten a Popeye sandwich in my room after a night
Yeah,
out.
you're a
before.
sicko. Sicko.
The bathroom's diabolical though.
Yeah.
I think she just put it in the bathroom, like she was done, like she was like eating,
okay,
and then
okay.
like she just like placed
soon
it. But
as I saw
still,
Even then, I
but
feel
even
like
then, it's gross.
That's
I'm like, bro, what are you
not-
doing?
As soon as I saw,
Yeah.
as soon as I saw Benny Blanco post that photo of him with a burrito in the corner of his bathtub, ugh! There's a photo of him with a burrito in the corner of his bathtub.
burrito?
Open burrito.
Burrito.
Yes, a
Burrito.
fucking burrito in the bathroom.
Right.
In the bathtub. Disgusting. My respect for him went from 0, which is already nothing, to negative 100.
Burrito?
Yeah.
You have to be a demon to eat a burrito moving. You have to be, guys, even when I eat here, I sit down here. Do you not notice that?
Yeah.
Like when
you
I
don't
bring
stand
food
up
to the
with it.
studio, I sit down
Yeah.
and I'll eat it. When you guys are not here, I like have a whole set. Like I'll put my food here, I'll put my laptop open. Like I'll sit down and eat. You'll never see me moving and eating.
Yeah. I mean, that's good
like
manners.
the more I think about it, it just comes from anti-socialness. Like I remember living with like aunts and uncles that like were really bad to me when I was growing up and stuff,
I'm
and
sorry.
that made me a very I'm not trying to make. I'm just saying the idea of just doing everything in your room or something like that isn't like I don't know, isn't like a choice either. You're kind of doing well, it is a choice. I'm just saying
You just made it so dark. Like
I like we got to get to the bottom of things, right?
yeah, like I'm saying the reason you're like
this man's
this.
talking about trauma.
Hey,
and
listen,
shit.
you tried to find out.
I wasn't trying to find out.
You said, but why? I bet she's gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
You just said, but why for 10 minutes?
And during slavery, we weren't allowed to eat in our rooms.
Okay, you know what? You know what? Let's move on before we wrap this up.
My favorite one of that is why black people move around when they laugh. What
Why are
Taraji
we
B
scared?
has said.
What'd she
Because we
say?
weren't allowed to laugh on the plantations. So anytime we do laugh, we make the most out of it. We move around.
Okay, that is so stupid.
Barrel of laugh.
Like, that's so dumb.
That's crazy.
Anyways, Love Island. We can talk about it.
Yeah, y'all do Love Island.
We can do Love Island quick before we end this episode. Love Island USA is out. We are what, 5 episodes in?
I think
5.
the 8th episode's dropping today.
8?
I think so.
We're not at 8.
Oh, 7th episode's dropping today.
But that includes like After Sun. If we're not counting After Sun, I think we're only at like 5 or 6.
Okay.
Let's check. Anyways, okay, we're on episode 7.
Yeah, see? I know my LI.
Yeah, we're on episode 7. There's a lot happening. You know what I'm saying? Bella was, and like I said, this is regular Love Island shit.
You even forgot about that Latina girl.
Who?
See?
Who'd up?
The Hood is not Latina. She's not Latina.
She's Palestinian.
Bella?
The Latina girl. Yelissa.
Yeah. Oh shit! They packed her up in the middle of the night and said, "Get out." Literally, they literally packed her ass up. She was one of the first girls on the villa. By episode 3, all you hear is Yelissa has left the villa, and you never heard from her again. They said lights on,
Off
get
camera.
out.
They kicked her out off camera.
They kicked her out off camera.
What did she do?
So people are saying that there were old videos that had come out of her saying the N-word multiple times.
Oh, I thought this was the Huddock.
No. Her name was Yelissa.
Okay.
There was videos of her saying the N-word on a podcast like multiple times, like standing on business about it.
Like with impunity, Hardy are.
No, just like my nigga this, my nigga that, my nigga nigga.
But she's Cuban.
Shut up, Mucho. So those videos started to surface, and people are saying that's the reason why Love Island producers pulled the plug, because they were like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Which so that was like, why didn't they do that due diligence before they gave her
Sloppy.
like?
I
You know
feel
what I'm
like
saying?
I think they do that kind of shit
and I
on
heard
purpose.
she's like MAGA too.
Yeah, but really, Austin's mega too.
Oh, I mean, half of America
People
is,
are calling him Trump Austin.
word.
The right type
Yeah.
of MAGA.
But
yeah.
I mean, we can talk about it quickly. So my favorite so far, I love Shelly.
Shelly's, she's
Shelly is great. She's gorgeous.
bisexual.
Sure, I don't know why that you wanted to.
What? That's important.
Why is it important?
That adds to the romantic storyline.
Of who?
If you have 2 bisexuals on the show, now you can't even gender
What 2
shit.
bisexuals?
Imagine another one comes. Now you can't even divide man and woman.
They need to bring back Tila
The
Tequila.
logistics get messed up. Because now what about if a bisexual woman wants to pair up with a bisexual woman?
Oh,
It's lit.
oh God.
It's
Okay,
breaking the rules of the show.
Maybe you're right.
Some Tila
Alright.
Tequila shit.
Yeah. So Shelly is one of my faves.
She's great.
Ace. Oh my God.
Shit stir.
Ace the shit stir, but it also stresses me out because Ace, if I always try to put myself in Love Island when I watch it, he's the closest one to my type. So like, I would be physically pissed on that island because like, one, he's 22.
22-year-old TikTok dancer. That's
That's
Zoe,
what I'm
that's
saying.
Zoe's type.
One, he's 22. But like Austin is not my type at all.
Yeah.
Nick is not my type at all. Jeremiah also would kind of be close to my type.
I can see
but
that being your type,
He
yeah.
gives like corny, light skin, like doesn't like black women though.
But based on appearance,
But
he would be-
appearance, he would
okay,
be
okay.
like my type.
Yeah.
So Ace and Jeremiah would be the closest to my type. Jeremiah seems like a coon, and Ace is just literally a.
He does
Ace-
though, I can't lie.
Ace is like a child.
Is he the one that said my type is foreign shit or something?
Jeremiah said that.
Jeremiah said that.
Jeremiah was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, what's that? Also like Latina foreign type shit. Like, fuck out of here. I know what you are.
It's a
coon.
crazy sentence.
Like, what are we talking about? So,
Holy
yeah.
shit. He saw Palestine, he said close enough.
Literally. He said, paper brown bag, you good. But literally, so Jeremiah and Huda, I think they're both delusional, insane. I can't stand Huda. I think she's so whack. I can't wait for America to vote for the worst couples and vote them out of here.
Really?
I cannot wait.
But they're entertainment though.
Nah, they're ass, yo. They're not entertainment. What's entertainment about them?
What? Did you see what? Well, like, they say that Jeremiah's love bombing her, but I feel like that happened earlier. Now he just like, he looks kind of sick of her.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because did you see that one where she was talking about, Huda was talking about, I can't believe that Nick did that.
That men, yeah, that's how men are.
Look at how men are, blah, blah, blah. Then Jeremiah was like, what? Women do the same thing. And then she completely flipped. She's like, yeah, I guess you're right. and then you just saw his face do something
Yeah.
where you're like, oh, you hate this woman. But like even that's entertaining. That scene is entertaining.
I don't think he hates her. But
you
I
hate
think,
the situation you're in.
I think he realized like, yo, I might have fucked up.
Yeah,
like I
he
might
doesn't-
have got
yeah,
way
yeah.
too deep, way too quickly
deep,
with this girl.
She's talking about like, yo, when are we gonna move together? When are we gonna get married? It's
We're
day
in episode
5.
7, yo, tonight, which means
Yeah.
that this episode was like episode 5.
Yeah.
She's talking about like, yeah, what do you see ourselves at? Like you usually don't get the where do you see us after the villa until after Casa Amor.
Oh, we didn't even mention. This is the first mom on the show that I've ever heard of.
Really?
Yeah, Huda's a mom.
Yeah, she's a mom of a 5-year-old.
So she was holding that back for 5 days or 4 days maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, and I seen the discourse about this that it's
Yeah.
like bad and disingenuous
But people
to
are
withhold that
saying, and this
information.
is actually kind of a good topic. People are saying that it is borderline manipulative
Ooh.
to hold back that information and wait until someone likes you to then tell them that you have a child.
Ooh.
Because that can be a deal breaker for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So for you to hold information,
you're breaking hearts.
Yeah, for you to be like, I'm not going to tell you this because I want you to like me for me first, even though the parenthood is a big part of you. People like that actually can be kind of fucked up.
I think what makes that manipulative too is like once you're in that and they like them and you're kind of saying, oh, I have a kid, you kind of know that they kind of look like a bad person or something like that. If they were kind of like, oh, you have a kid? Nah. Like, you know, they kind of know the gravity of that.
Fuck that. I don't think I'll look like, I'll be like,
You know
all right,
what I
that's
mean?
cool.
No, I know.
Okay.
I'm thinking. I'm making a pensive face because like, let's say you are a single mom, right?
Yeah.
When are you telling men that you're dating that you're a mother?
Offer it.
Nah,
I would.
You're not.
100% I would.
That sounds easy.
Have you ever dated a woman that has a kid?
Nah, never.
Or been on a date with a woman that has a kid?
Never.
I've been on dates with guys who have kids.
Yeah, I have too. And they tell you, I mean,
And
it's like one of the first
He told me
things.
before we even went out that he had a kid.
It's one of the first things usually that gets told to you.
Shit, maybe I have then.
Yeah, like literally, like he told me before we actually even went out.
They knew not to tell you.
Right? Yeah. But he told me before we even like went on a date, he was like, oh yeah, like I have a child. I had a guy tell me he had 3 kids. I said, I never responded to his ass.
One is your limit now?
Yeah, I'm never going past 1. Never going
Look at
past
you
1.
getting grown. At least you'll do one.
But my thing is, even 1, I'm still like, I'm very...
like you'll date the person in spite of that.
What do you mean?
Like it's a
I don't
it's
like
a,
this,
it's
but
a
I'll deal
negative,
with it.
but you'll do it.
Yeah, but I have to really like you.
Yeah.
Like to let it slide. Like I would like go on a date or 2 with a baby dad and like see.
Yeah.
But it's like for me to get in a relationship with a guy, it's like I have to be like, wow, like I really see value.
That's real. Shout out.
I'm not saying it's the worst deal breaker. 1 kid, 2, more than 1 is absolutely hell not happening. When this guy told me he had 3 kids, I said, bro, why are you even talking to me? Like that's why are you even speaking to me? 3 children? 3?
Was he Jamaican?
I don't know. We literally did not get that far. I did not respond. 3 fucking kids?
Yeah.
So you have your back seat's full. Fuck out of here. Hell fucking no. Hell fucking no.
That's a great way to put it.
Like, are you kidding me? Even when a guy is 1 kid, I'm like, oh God, please make sure there's no car seat. Please make sure there's no car seat.
Yeah.
I look in the back like, okay, the back's clear. Like, oh my God, a car seat in the back all the time? Put that in the trunk.
We can't pick my girls up.
Yeah, but like when your kid is not with you, put the car seat in the trunk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Don't just have that shit in the back seat.
Yeah.
can you tell the people what Jeremiah said when Huda told
He
him?
said, oh! He said, hold on. So I can't think. Oh! Basically.
He said, "You're
You're
24 with the
and
kid."
you're a mom? And then he said, how many? She's like, just 1. He was like, but my thing is, someone made a good point. He doesn't like her because he asked no follow-up questions about the child at all.
That's just essence of man.
Yo, he does avoid those combos.
He doesn't talk like, is it a boy or a girl? How old are they? What are their names?
Bruh, not once.
And maybe it's just producers fucking with us and we don't see it. But like to me, even when I've been on dates with guys with kids, I'm like, you know, how old is your child? Like, what was the situation? Were you in a relationship when you had your child? Like, how's your relationship with the child's parent? Like, are you guys cordial? Do you guys still talk? How do you guys talk? Like, those are valid questions. Once you tell me you have a kid, I'm in your fucking business.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm in your business.
Yeah.
Because I need to know what I'm potentially signing up for. Does she have a key to your place? Do you ever sleep over there?
Yeah.
Does she sleep over
now,
here?
Now you're asking the real
Do you wake up
questions.
on Christmas Day together?
Yeah,
Fuck that shit.
See, Zoe don't give a fuck about the kid, man.
She's worried about that baby mom.
Are you with the
She's
baby
worried about
mom?
competition.
Are you still fucking your baby mom or no? That's what I'm asking. Dead ass.
Can they wake up on Christmas together for the
No,
kids?
no,
Oh my God.
no, hell no.
Oh my
Hell
God.
fucking no.
I don't know how you would date a guy with kids.
Hell, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Not waking, sorry. Like if they do Christmas morning together,
No. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Is it chopped if I just think like, and sorry for all the baby fathers and baby mothers listening, but is it chopped if I just think like you guys are all fucking your baby mothers and baby fathers?
Yeah, I think that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
they-
problematic.
Oh, is
They're
it?
definitely not. I definitely know a lot of people who are not.
Yeah.
Like, at all.
Yeah.
There be real co-parents out there.
Yeah,
Be real
definitely.
co-parents.
But it's also like...
At our age though, we're still young though. We're fake young.
I think so.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like, I'm not like, no. To me, it's like, yeah, the kid is secondary. The relationship with the co-parent is primary. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, say that again.
Like, the kid
You
is
don't give a
not...
fuck about the kid. You care about
No,
the
I don't give a
relationship
fuck about
with
the
the
kid. But
Oh,
like,
sorry,
the
when you're talking to them, yeah.
The primary issue or the
Yeah.
primary point of concern is how's your relationship with the co-parent.
Interesting.
Then the secondary concern is this child is here.
It's kind of hilarious.
Is it?
You date someone with a kid, you'll never be number one to them.
Because of their kid, right? Not because of their baby mother, baby
Yeah.
father.
Oh, because
yeah,
of the
yeah.
kid.
Like that, I feel like I hear a lot more women express that that's kind of their issue with dating men with kids because they know it's like that will always be your
Always
main
be your priority.
Like,
Yeah,
there's-
until me breed next. Now what?
Hey. The priority still isn't you then it's y'all kid.
The priority should still be me.
So I could honestly, I could see you not wanting to be a stepmom because women are more willing to. But Clyde, you wouldn't mind being a stepfather.
I would try and avoid it.
But you've been on these dates. Doesn't sound like you're avoiding it.
I've dates.
Plural? One or two?
Yeah, one or
That's
two.
plural?
I don't know if I'd want. I could wrap my head around it.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'd try and avoid it and
Like I said, you can
not put
it's
myself in
not
that space.
Jeremiah!
Yeah, it's not.
How old? How many?
It's not the worst case. But also, I have like an age limit when it comes to kids too. Like
They
I'm
can't
not.
be teenagers?
They can't. Hell no.
Why-
They can't
why?
be.
Isn't that better?
No.
Why?
I don't
Why?
want your
I wanna
kid
hear
telling me
this.
to fuck off. What the
That's
hell?
better than a baby.
No. Oh, baby, hell no. They have to be like late toddler,
What's the
like 4 to like 4, 6.
Really?
Yeah, fuck that. I'm
That's
not
worse.
doing. No, man.
How's
What's
that
the
not
cutoff?
worse?
What's the cutoff for that? Like 10, 11?
I'm not doing 10. No.
But then they,
No.
You can only date men that have kids that are in a 5-year age range.
Yeah, dead ass. Maybe like 4
You're
and
funny,
3,
bro.
4 is the youngest.
Okay.
And then like oldest like 6.
To me, that's the worst.
I'm different.
No.
If the kid's like 16, that's
Yeah.
maybe I'll
So
allow
he'll tell you
it.
to get the fuck out of his kitchen and look you in your eyes. Get out of here, bro.
Nah,
My
I'm-
cousin is 17. He'll butt your
Nah,
ass.
man, I'm gonna do him like baby boy.
No. My cousin is 17.
Well, he's 17. You can take him then.
Yeah.
But my cousin is 17. And in theory, if you were to ever if he was someone like a stepson to you, there's no way. He's sizing up you.
Yeah, but I'll be his boy. It's all good.
Nah,
Yeah.
Joe's not. He will tell you get the fuck out of his house.
You
yo.
think so?
Yes.
Nah.
I'm not doing no teenager dead ass.
some of them are
I'm not
level-headed.
doing kids who have valid opinions. You can't be too young where it's like, yo, what the fuck? This is a baby. But you also can't be can literally articulate opinions to me.
I could do that with a
makes sense.
16-year-old though.
No, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Not dating a kid with dating with a teenager. What?
Because you can,
I'm a teenager.
you can exchange opinions with it. You can reason and talk and have a conversation.
bro,
Yeah.
not
I think
with
it's
a-
easier. I think it's
You know,
easier to
you
foster a
can dap
relationship.
him up and be like, all right, I'm going upstairs now.
No, it's so weird. It's so weird. I don't like it. No. And then they're talking shit about you, telling you to get the fuck out of here. They have opinions and shit. No, I'm not doing that shit, bro.
So
when they're
that-
4, they're like young, they have no reason not to like you.
They get opinions
They can
young,
warm up
man.
to you, and then when they get, oh yeah, she's been around since I was 4.
Yeah, that's true.
You know
My
what I'm
niece
saying?
and nephew have opinions, man, and
That's
they're not
true.
even 10.
Yeah, I'm not
Especially if
doing.
you're trying to be there for the long term.
Yeah, you know. Okay, I noticed how she's been since I was 4. So you know they'll always get comfortable with you,
Yeah.
or like 5, 6.
She's gonna start calling you mommy.
Well, no. I don't want that. No,
What?
No. Don't
16?
call your mother mommy. Don't call me mommy.
Why not?
No.
She's been with you since she was 4. Her mom's on drugs. But you.
You're not the stepmom. You're the mom that stepped out.
Why was the mom on drugs?
I like that scenario.
That's insane. I hope that's not the case ever. Anyways, let's wrap up Love Island. So yeah, she has a kid. Jeremiah's going through it. Ace basically hates his new couple, Amaya.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, you know.
He's kind of an asshole for that.
Yo, I'm gonna say this about Amaya, and this is
She's
like,
annoying as fuck.
but she reminds me of like Cardi B and like some woman I've met from New York. It's like they're bilingual, but they're so bad at both languages. You don't know which one's the mother tongue.
No, that
You
ass.
actually don't.
That's so funny and using Cardi B as an example.
Yeah, Cardi B's
That's
another
funny.
one,
That's
like-
really
Yeah, no,
funny.
you're actually right. Because I don't know if her first language is English or Spanish.
I can't call it.
Yeah.
I can't. She's just that prototype.
But I won't lie. Like some people I'm seeing mixed people are like, oh, he's not in the wrong. He expressed his boundaries off rip. I get it. I think they're both off because his delivery was kind of off. You know what I mean?
We gotta give.
So
context.
for context, because you guys don't, I don't know if you guys watch Love Island.
But it's easy context. Right?
It's context, right? So you know how that works with the coupling, right? So recoupling happens. It's boy's choice. He picks one of the new bombshells. Her name's Amaya, right? Okay, cool. So you think, okay, if you pick someone, you're interested in them, right? You want to give this a chance. Even if you want to explore your other options, you still want to, like, this might be a priority for you, right? Cool. So he picks her. I choose this girl, this, Amaya. Great, she's happy, cool. Recoupling's done. He goes, oh, do you want to
She's on 10.
She's excited, like, oh my God, he chose me. I'm still in the villa. I'm so happy. I really like him, Recoupling's done. They go sit down. He's like, all right, so I just want to like talk to you about some shit. I'm still exploring my options. I'm a very slow burner. Not really into the kissing outside of challenges.
Don't cuddle me.
I'm not really into the cuddling business either. Yeah, the whole touchy feely stuff I don't really like holding hands, not really my thing. So yeah. And she was kind of like, well, goddamn.
Well, the fuck we gonna do then?
Literally.
Yeah,
so she's like,
yeah.
okay.
She starts
like,
breaking down.
She starts to cry because she's
Oh
like,
my
yo,
God.
you just picked me, but now you're basically telling me that you want to explore other options. Don't touch you. Don't kiss you. You're a slow burner. Don't cuddle
And
me.
she's crying?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't like, to me,
And then
I'm not an easy crier, but I understand where she's coming from. I wouldn't have cried, but I'd been like, nigga, all right, fuck. Okay, cool. Like,
You would have felt shitty. Yo.
but I would have been like, you want to go wrong for wrong? Let's go. Okay, you want to explore options? Bet. Haul hands off. Like, yeah, I would take it as fuck it. I'm still in the villa. That's
Yeah.
how I would take it.
Hey, why
I'm
you
still
do that
here.
to me?
Yeah. I would take it as, yo, fuck it. I'm still in the villa. If you want to still, I'm going to explore too.
Yeah.
Hands off. But she took it real personal. I kind of get it because, you know, also people don't realize, like, a lot of your past comes back to the surface when things like that happen.
That's what that
So it
sounds
might
like.
not even be about him. It's more just like, bro,
This has
Yeah.
like
happened
it
to her
might be
before.
an insecure, like it might be
Here we
triggering
go again.
insecurity. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Which we'll see. Even when Bella got sent home, I don't think it was about Nick. It's about she said like, "Oh, never in my life have I been chosen first." You can tell that's like old trauma that was been brought back out. You know what I mean? So I kind of hear her stance. Then you know, how girls just naturally say like, "Babe."
Yeah.
Like, hey, babe. Like, that's part of their like vernacular.
Yep.
So she says that a lot. And she's always like, he brought her breakfast. She goes, thanks, babe. Like, he said, oh my God,
That's
babe.
bothering
Good
him.
morning, babe. So then he goes, yo, what names do you like to call your partner? And she's like, oh, I like to make up like my own nicknames, or like I'll call them babe. And he goes, all right, dead. Like basically like,
Cut that
dead
shit out.
ass. Like dead
That's
ass.
what he said?
Dead ass. He was like, don't call me babe.
Oh my God.
And she was like, what? Like, he was like, nah, like, I'm, she's like, what was he? She's like, you don't want me to call you babe? He's like, no, like, literally stop calling me babe.
Damn.
And it's
And
some,
he chose her.
yes.
And then some people are like, oh no, he's just setting boundaries, brother. There's a better way to do that. Or if the boundaries are really that high and they need to be expressed that fast, why did you choose her?
Yeah, exactly. And also,
Yeah.
he was feeling Shelly.
Yeah.
But he never chose Shelly.
What is his explanation to this?
Honestly,
He now thinks
Is
he
he
made
like,
the
I
wrong
fucked
choice.
up?
Yeah,
Yeah. Now he's like, all
I messed
right.
up.
He's like, I
messed
fucked
up.
up my choice. Like,
Yeah.
I'm in the gutter right now.
As a man too, it's hard to make the wrong choice and to not look like a diabolical human being after trying to get out of that choice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Low-key, it could be that simple, right?
Yeah.
And then you just trip over
I
your own
found out I
feet.
didn't like you.
Yeah.
Within like literally 12
But yeah,
hours.
but it sounds
Like,
like
it was so
But it
fast.
sounds like he went, yeah, you, and then sat her down and was like, look, I don't want anything to do with you.
Basically.
You know, so
It
it's
was
kind of why did you? Yeah,
It was like it's probably the craziest 180 I've seen on that
Yeah.
show.
And then like lastly, Sierra, I can't like her, I can't dislike her. Her lips really annoy me. Like I don't even know if she has like lip filler.
Feels like
I
she's
think
trying to be
does,
sexy too.
But like she's always has like a duck thing going on.
Nah.
But like her lips are like, she'll be like, yeah.
Yeah, doing a good job.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. She'll be like, seriously, Nick? I'm kind of annoyed. And just like, it's
Yeah.
like so ducky. It's gross. Yeah, she's annoying me a little bit. And who else is there? Olandria and Taylor. Taylor needs to go. He's not attractive at all.
So
I
there's
think,
like the baddest girl on the show to me, and most people would say that.
is Olandria?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's a tie between Olandria and Shelly.
Yeah, Shelly's pretty too.
I think Shelly they both have really great face cards.
Yeah.
Olandria has a great body.
Well,
But yeah.
true. Well, yeah, she's just a really pretty girl,
Yeah.
right? And it's just this nigga. I can't lie. He looks like a lame ass nigga.
Yeah, very
okay.
good.
Yeah, man.
Oralist.
And somehow she's falling for him. And that dude's like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't feel no physical attraction. Black guy with dreads. Came in as a cowboy.
Shabuzi too.
Yeah, literally.
The first, yeah. She asked him, what's your favorite food? He said Mexican food.
Oh my God.
So now girls are starting to say this might not be, he
Yeah.
might be one of those.
Yeah, you mean you got to take him to a hoedown.
A hoedown or, Tex-Mex or something. Yeah.
Salsa.
Yeah, that rounds him up. But yeah, Taylor's whack. Nah, I hope somebody comes in for Olandria. Shout out to Love Island. At first, when I first started watching it, I can't lie, a woman made me watch it. I thought it was a dumb show. I was like, why are people watching this show? But the fact that you see these people in their environment, especially when they forget the cameras are on, which happens around now. It happens around like a weekend. And you see how they really act. And you see how girls act when they don't think any men are around or they forget cameras are around.
God, yeah.
And then you see what niggas do and you're like, would I have done that? All right, this is what I would do next.
Yeah.
Let's see how it works out.
Okay, so there's some real reality to that.
Yeah, like Love Island, I think it has, for the niggas that are skeptical, I think it got value for y'all too. So give it a shot.
One of
We're
the best-
only 5-6 episodes in.
One of the best pitches I've ever heard for any of these reality, too hot to handle, Temptation Island ass.
And a lot of those other ones are a little bit too overproduced. Love Island, you can't do much because you need to give them content every day.
Yeah.
So
to
there's
me,
a
it's
new
the
episode every day.
Yeah, except for
Literally
Saturday.
except for 2 days. Saturdays and
Except for Saturday, that's it. Every other day it's on.
I swear there's 2 days it's not on.
Every day is
Only
on.
1 day?
Yeah.
Jesus. I'm fighting for my life,
Yeah,
bro. Sometimes I'm like,
trust.
God, and the spoilers are going OD.
I know. You,
Oh
you
my
got to set
God.
aside 45 every day.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Yeah, and then the last thing I'm going to
Let's
ask
see if I
you
can catch up.
is when do you think Love Island US surpassed Love Island UK?
Last season. Easily.
Before that, UK still had it.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Last season of USA was the peak season by far. It shit on UK, threw it out the water.
But before that, you preferred watching Love
Yes,
Island UK.
UK. I still would watch USA, but Love Island UK was entertaining me better.
Interesting,
Now I don't even blink at UK.
Yeah, I actually don't. I don't know what's
I don't give
happening
a fuck
with
on UK. I don't give a fuck.
I started with the UK.
Tap in
give
with
a fuck.
Maya Jama.
I don't know a
What's going
name. I don't know shit
I don't know
on the
what
UK
they-
side. I don't give a fuck. And USA all day.
So why do you think that American contestants are just better than British ones?
As of recently,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what type of code they cracked
'Cause it wasn't
last
always like
season.
that,
Because
right?
it wasn't always. Like, this is what season 7. So it's been almost 7 years in of USA.
Yeah.
I don't know what type of code they cracked. I don't know if it's because they brought Ariana Madix in as the host. I don't know. But they're in their bag.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not even, and people from the UK are even saying like, "Yo, this is actually crazy that UK Love Island has literally been blown out the water by
Falling off.
USA."
Yeah.
Who the fuck's going on in the UK? Nothing's going on in the UK right now. I mean, shit's happening, but I haven't seen shit.
Yeah.
Cause I don't give a fuck.
Innit?
USA.
I have a theory a little bit.
What's your theory?
I feel like British people need alcohol to socialize.
Oh, interesting.
Like they're a little bit more reserved than Americans. Americans are more obnoxious, sure, but
They're not fun when they're sober.
yeah. So like the first 3-4 seasons, I believe, on the UK one, they had unlimited drinks.
And they had to cut that down.
Yeah.
And didn't they have liquor too?
Yeah.
Instead of like just wine and beer? Yeah.
They really fed them. And then a lot of people showed like they made fools out of themselves.
Yeah. And they were like, like,
Couple
people took their lives,
A couple
right?
people off themselves after.
Yeah.
After being on the show.
on Love Island UK.
Yeah.
So
Like, literally.
they severely cut that shit down. After that, damn. After that, they got lucky with a couple castings, but it was inconsistent. And so now I don't even think, I think Love Island UK is done. But Americans are just like more sociable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're going to see each other right away and they're going to get it cracking. Like, I don't see that with the British. There's too many slow burns.
They need to bring the liquor back.
Low key.
I feel like
And just make them sign, make them just sign a waiver.
That is. I'm not gonna make the joke.
That's my theory anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, let's wrap this up. We said we're gonna do 2 hours. We did always, and like we need to.
It doesn't matter how many people are here.
Bro, it
like,
could be
doesn't
one
matter.
person, and we'll still alone do 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
As long as it's natural, it's all good.
All right. Well, we missed a few topics. I mean, those are kind of like
Yeah, a lot of
can
those
talk
are dark anyway.
they're dark, and we can probably talk
No,
about
the
them next
Shaq one's
week.
evergreen.
I'm gonna keep the
That's evergreen. We can always do
I
that.
got you.
Yeah, we can revisit some of these next week.
Yeah.
All right. Cool, guys. And Tresor will be back to talk about his little BET
We'll
weekend.
be back.
Yes.
All right,
Lil
guys,
Wayne
let's-
Carter 6 was ass.
Oh my God. We'll be back
Still the
next week.
GOAT.
Yeah.
Was it ass? Ass?
Yes.
Was it